Good evening, everyone. I'm Parijat Rai, and we are back with the second day of our adrenal-filled event, which is Valorant Premier League. I welcome you all on the behalf of Zenevia, title sponsor Prep Bytes, platform partner Dare to Compete. The event is brought to you by Ethereal Events in association with Climb Central Delhi and Digigrad. Yesterday, we saw some amazing plays with some very intelligent show of skill. Some teams lost, some teams won, but the show must go on till the end. So, I would like to call Roy and Shiv Gupta, who are the commentators for today's matches, to proceed with the event. Hope you all enjoy today's proceedings.
All right, guys. What's up? Welcome to the second day of Valorant Premier League hosted by Bennett University in association with Zenevia. Today we have a very interesting lineup between Babasir versus the Skeptics, the Boosted versus Reflex to Extreme, RTR 6 versus the Collective, and Vrime Pandals versus the Stepbros. Yesterday's matches were damn interesting, and we have to see what follows today. Yesterday's points tables are as follows. We have the Collective with 1 win and 2 points. We have the Stepbros with 1 win and 2 points. We have the Skeptics with 1 win and 2 points, and Babasir with 1 win and 2 points. Meanwhile, we have at the 6, Vrime Pandals, Reflex to Extreme, and the Boosted sitting at 0 points. Let's see how how today's matches turn out, and will at these teams with 0 points will they be able to gain advantage of their picks and their strategies and try to move ahead on the points table? Let's find out. Match 1 is between Babasir and the Skeptics. The toss winner was Babasir, and they have chosen to attack. The map is split. So, Patrick, what do you think about their choice of going attack on split? Patrick, you're muted.
Yeah. So that is some master technical skills I just displayed. Anyways, so Split is one of the few maps that I would regard as completely balanced. So it's not really attacker-sided, it's not really defender-sided, and going attack is a bold choice. They must have some amazing players that we are gonna see in this game. So basically what happened was before the patch on Split, it was defender-sided. But recently, Riot Games, they made quite a few changes. They cleared a lot of angles. They made the doorways a bit wider. They made afterplant easier on Split. Hence, they balanced out the defender-sided trend that we're seeing in maps in Valorant.
All right. So we're seeing Babasir with the attack pick after winning the toss. And we have both the attackers and the defenders here. We'll be starting the match in the next few minutes. Just stay tuned. From Babasir's side, we have Churel Kichadi, Munawir Shah, Dark Envy, and Anti-Venom. In the last games, Anti-Venom has displayed that he's a force to be reckoned with. And on the defenders' side, the Skeptics, we have Daxx, Belladevere, Teja Bobby, Black Infinity, and Troublemaker.
Well, Shostak, after seeing yesterday's match, what are you expecting from each teams?
Seeing the points table, Babasir won their last match, and even the Skeptics won their last match. So I'm guessing this is going to be a head-to-head battle with both the teams competing to get ahead in the points table. And I have a feeling we'll see more big brain and insane plays from Anti-Venom on the attacking side, but we'll just have to wait to find out.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty interesting match. Both the teams yesterday showed quite a unique plays. And today's map is Split. I don't think we saw a match on Split yesterday.
Yeah, we were unfortunately not be. The matches yesterday were Bind and Descent.
Yeah,
all right. We're starting with the match. Match 1 between Babasir versus the Skeptics. Toss winner Babasir with them going on attack and the Skeptics going on defense. Over to you.
All right, so we are in the agent pick phases of Split, and let's see what the team compositions are going to be for the Skeptics and Babasir. So we are seeing Omen, Reyna, Raze, Killjoy, and Viper from Babasir. Viper is one of the agents that are a bit less picked as compared to other agents. So Viper players are always appreciated because they're pretty undervalued. And we're seeing KJ, which will be holding down sides, watching the backstab. And similarly, on the Skeptics, we're seeing Cypher, we're seeing Brim, we're seeing Sage, we're seeing Reyna, and we're seeing Raze. So it's two duelists, one backstab, one smoke, and a Sage for the heals and a revive. It's a pretty solid lineup on both sides. Ooh,
I mean,
we might just see an Astra and Babasir. Or not.
Oh my
or not.
god. Oh, they're just trolling, man.
Yeah, or
They're
not.
just straight up trolling. Oh my god.
I was actually hyped to see an Astra. It'll be the first
Genuinely.
time we would have seen an Astra in this tournament.
Choose your agent.
Alright. The defenders have locked in their operators. Meanwhile, we are waiting for anti-venom's pick. Will he go Phoenix or will he go Jet?
Well, this is CSGO things, locking in on the last second.
Of
It
course,
does
man.
give a rush of adrenaline, I have to say.
Oh, we're seeing a Phoenix pick on anti-venom. This is going to be interesting. We have a Omen, Reyna, Raze, Killjoy, and Phoenix on the attacking side. On defense, we have Cypher, Omen, Sage, Reyna, and Raze. The map is split.
Right, so we are in the pistol round, and the buy we're seeing in the pistol round is 4 ghosts on the attackers, and we're seeing 1 ghost, 1 sheriff, 1 classic light shield. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting loadout from both sides, and we're seeing a B commit from the attackers, and the defense is all lined up on mid. Are we gonna see another train rushing towards mid from the defense?
Alright, let's see. Babasir taking their positions outside. B with the Skeptics, with their equipment, all focused down mid. Who's gonna get the first pick? Alright. We have Babasir trying to put pressure down mid. There's the Raze with the nade. Who's gonna get the first pick? It's a train down mid. Reyna gets Dior, moves out of the fire. There goes Raze with 4 teams down, 1 man. Dark Envy with the plant, they have the site. It was a decoy play.
Spike planted.
The defenders will have to pay for retake. Sage, Cypher and Omen trying to make a play down.
Placing
Trying to get control from heaven. Omen with the sneaky plays. Will he be able to get the drop on them? And he's above it. The head anti-venom gets
One enemy remaining.
defenders down to the last man with the plant down. And this is a round for the attackers. Anti-venom finishing with the knife. What a play.
Well, that was a very bold strategy we saw from the Skeptics. Even in yesterday's match, they started off the pistol round with a bam. They went 4 sheriffs down mid, and they just destroyed anything in their path. Unfortunately, today things did not go their way. They went with classics and ghosts on mid. The Reyna picked them off, and while the attackers they basically took control of B, got the plant, played after plant, perfect execution. And we're seeing a full buy. We're seeing a full buy for the second round per se, and we're seeing eco from the defense.
Alright, we are seeing that Babasir is trying to maintain that momentum of the first round, trying to carry forward their equipment into the third round. Will they be able to convert this against the eco buy of the defenders? Let's see. Babasir pushing down mid. There's the wall. There's the flash. Will Phoenix be able to get this trade? Who's gonna get the first pick down? Equipment being spammed, and even up the heels, but Trouble Maker gets the kill on Envy. Dark Envy with the instant trade. We have 2 people falling down on both sides, down to a 3v2 with defense. 1 man down, 2 people with
Spike planted.
spikes down. The defenders are gonna have to play for retake. Being thrown down range. So in this situation, what do you think the defenders should be doing? They're down a man, they don't have the equipment to take it. Should they commit? Like, thieving would not realistically be an option.
Last player
This is their
standing.
eco round, so they just needed to get some picks, which they did. They got 2 people from the attack. They damaged the attack team, and it's fine. That is what you expect in the second round after losing the pistol round. So in this round, we're seeing full buy Phantoms and Vandals from the defense, and we're seeing Spectres which are being carry forwarded from the last round. And the 2 people who died, they brought in Vandals this round. So this round is basically a free round for the attack. Even if they lose this round, it doesn't hurt their economy that much. But let's see how that goes.
All right. We are saying the attackers trying to make a play for A this time. The defenders have their loadout spread very thin, but they're both their teams on full buy. The defenders can't afford to lose this round. They'll have to eco the next round. Cypher is setting up on side B, gets the kill on Phoenix. The defenders with the first kill. The attackers trying to make a play for A. Will Raze be able to hold the side? There goes the boombot and the nade. Omen trying to make a play. Who's gonna get the kill first? They have been called out. Teammates rotating in all the way from center. It's the Orb. He tries to get that sneaky kill in, but gets shot instantaneously. Attackers trying to aim their way inside side, but the defenders have got it locked down. Shark gets the headshot on Raze. Arena. We're pushing in with the diffuser. Omen with the smokes. The attackers are trying to make their way inside A, trying to get another kill. Down to a 4v3. And there goes Sage. This might be the kill they're looking for.
Shadows traveling.
Omen with another cross. Omen with another smoke. And the attackers are trying to make a very interesting play. They're rotating from mid. Are they going to make a play for B? Defenders are still holding A, expecting an A push.
30 seconds left.
Cypher has his equipment set up on B. Will he be able to call it out on time? Raze checking corners. Reyna's trying to get the kill on anybody holding side. And almost gets the plant. And gets the plant down. Yes. The attackers have been trying to play for retake. Munna Bhai gets the kill on Omen. Attackers have their 2 of their ultimates up. Plants down. Defenders playing for retake. Silja gets the information on Raze. Will she be able to get the kill? TACX with the kill on Reyna. This might be the kill.
Last player standing.
Defenders down to the last man.
One enemy remaining.
Down to a 1v1. Plants down. Raze pulls out around. Will she be able to get him? And she does with the 3k. What a play by Shah.
That was amazing. Attackers. What we saw from the attackers was a 4-man commit towards A and 1-man lurking on B. Phoenix Anti-Venom was lurking on B, trying to get picked there. Unfortunately, he got picked off by the Cypher. But anyways, they went to A. They took side. They got the numbers up again, and then they rotated to B. That was a very smart play. So they rotated to B. It could have gone actually either way because Cypher had set it up his utility on B, but it went to the attacker side. Let's see how this round goes.
Right, we can see a full buy with the 4 all Vandals all around on the attacking side. We are seeing a partial buy on the defense side. They do not have the economy. They are forcing this round, trying to get that momentum. Attackers again looking for that first pick down mid. Sage puts their wall up. Who's going to get the first pick? The attackers obviously have the better guns right now. The defenders need to convert one round to start gaining momentum into the game.
Satchel out.
Attacker sends the flash. Will he be able to get it? Reyna with her flash. Raze spots him.
You're dead.
You should run.
Will he be able to get a kill? Silja with her ultimate. They're trying to make a play for B. Or can we get the plant
Watch
down?
out.
Defenders down to the last
One
man.
enemy
Down to
remaining.
2v3. Down to 2v1. For retake. Silja is able to take it. And Venom with the 3-5. What a play.
Well, the attackers are setting the momentum for the game. They have amazing economy right now. They have a 4-round lead. It's going their way. It's this match right at this moment is quite in the favor of the attackers. They just have to continue this momentum. They have to ride on this momentum to victory.
We are seeing the winner of the toss was Babasir. They chose attack and they are taking full advantage of it on this map split. It's a fairly balanced map, but Skeptics, Seer are taking complete advantage of it. We are seeing a play down mid from Babasir's side. They're trying to put the pressure down, trying to get their first pick. Phoenix looking for the cheeky angle, a cheeky pick on B. Will you be able to get the Cypher down? Equipment being used on mid. Raze with the boombot for the info. Omen with his flash. Lot of equipment starting. Raze the satchel inside B. Who's going to get the first pick with the round? That kill is going to hurt them a lot. Oh my god, the movie by top of the
hiding.
Down to a 4v3, attackers 1 man down. 3 ultimates on the attacking side. They need to get the momentum into the round. Their economy is haggard. This might be the round which they needed. Passively gets the boombot. tries to go for the kill, but unfortunately, enemy catches with the
duty
3K.
is not over.
Stage Bobby with the spike.
One
Down
enemy remaining.
down to 3v1. Reyna taking the spike towards A. Has not been caught out. Reyna pulls out her ultimate. Cypher's holding B. Both defenders on mid. She'll probably be able to get the front down.
30 seconds
Black
left.
suspect something's up. It has been called out. Both of them are rotating towards A. Reyna gets the headshot on stage. Down to a 2v1. Will she be able to clutch it? Enemy Reyna making her way. And gets the kill on Reyna. This might be the round the defenders needed.
Well, I have to say this was the round the defenders needed.
What do you
They
need?
were on a partial buy this round. It was not a full buy by any means, and they won that round. So that really set up the momentum for the defense. They have a full buy now. The attack obviously had the money for a full buy again. So we're seeing a full buy from both teams, and this round is the round that will dictate the momentum of this match because the defense can't afford to lose more rounds right now. They simply don't have the economic to do that.
I mean, we did see a Sage ultimate coming into play. Otherwise, it was happening down to a 1v1. Anyway, we're seeing the attackers. Both teams are on full buy. We're seeing the attackers making a play for it. What? Did be able to tags Anti-Venom down to 50 HP. Lot of equipment being used outside A. Omen TPs into smoke, does dark and we know he's there. Anti-Venom with the spam down smoke. Omen holding a very, very cheeky angle, falls back, double backs into side. These are rotating towards B. Attackers holding outside A. Reyna and Omen trying to get a fake on mid, trying to clear out mid. Spikes being taken down, gutter into mid. Phoenix holding outside A. Attackers might just be making a play through mid to A. What is the instant trade? Raze get the backstab on them. Making their way down into mid-front. Inside. Unfortunately, Phoenix not able to get the kill on Tej Bobby. Tej Bobby with another headshot on Shah. Dark and with the instant trade. Down to a 3v2.
30 seconds left.
Attackers one man down. Will they be able to get the plant down? Omen is holding down side. He can hear the footsteps, trying to play a little bit.
Last player standing. Spike down A.
With the instant
I have to spy.
trade.
Watch them run.
TPs to B. The defenders know what's up. It
10 seconds left.
Instantly rotate back to B. Will he be able to get the plant? And he does. Holding against the plant. Defenders playing for retake.
One enemy remaining.
Thanks for troublemaker with the instant trade. And that's another round for the defenders.
Well, that was a really nice round we saw by the defenders. I have to say, the Teja Bobby is playing like what I like to call bad Sage.
Love it.
You know, traditionally, Sages are restricted to not getting kills. They're like pure sentinels, and we need to support the team. And yeah, that's a very good strat. That's what we see in pro leagues. But Teja Bobby out here playing like a duelist, getting those kills, that's something that I always like to see. So again, we are seeing a full buy from both teams. They both had the money. The attackers did have the money to afford another loss, and so let's see how this round is gonna go.
I mean, the attackers, they don't have enough money to buy another round. They have been, they lost the last 2 rounds consecutively. That equals a bit haggard. All right, we're seeing the attackers to play for A, trying to put pressure down. Raze with a nade, will it be able to tag anybody? Tags a little bit.
Satchel out.
Raze does a little damage. Spike gets the opening kill. Defenders down a man. Raze bullet being spammed down. Black is completely down to her last 20. Black is being destroyed, but Defenders taking away inside. Yeah, this is good for the attackers. The defenders, it's instantly called out. All the defenders are at A.
Blinding.
Last player standing.
And she does down to a 4v1. Last match right now standing with 20 HP. Will she be able
Spike
to get
planted.
the retake? Black Infinity looking for the kill on Raze. Who's gonna get the next kill? Plants down. Attackers 4. Defenders 2. So what predictions of the match? We're seeing both the teams playing very like equally in caliber and strategies. The rotations are down good. The economy management flawless. Patrick, what do you think? Who's gonna come out on top?
Considering the momentum of the
Right.
attackers on the attack side, they have a good lead. They have perfect coordination, perfect executions on side. I would say like it might just go in the attacker's favor if they just play it out well. If they don't commit any blunders in the duration of this match. Considering they did pick attack by winning the toss, they did pick attack. So I'm pretty sure they have a strategy for defense as well.
All right. We are seeing a almost full buy from the attacking side and an eco buy from the defender side. They're trying to get the full buy next round. Attackers making a play down mid, pushing into side. Anti-Venom looking to get that first kill. Omen with the smoke. Phoenix is currently trying to can he get a kill?
You should run.
Target down.
Head down to a 3v2. Killjoy's ultimate is up. Defenders not pushing into the dome. And Dark Envy gets the plant down. Will it be enough? Yes, it is.
Okay.
Black Infinity Troublemaker trying to play for the retake. Raze goes to the book spot. Enough to flash to be able to get a kill. Down to a last NHP.
One
And
enemy
gets
remaining.
open. Down to a 2v1. Spikes down. Phoenix in heaven. Will he be able to get it?
One
With the
enemy
4v1,
remaining.
will he be able to tank? Black Infinity is just outside the volley and goes for the ninja diffuse. What a play.
Yeah, that was a pretty good round by the defense. The attackers blundered when they did not
Gun
spot
here.
Omen hiding in the top left corner of B-Men. So that was a blunder. Omen out there, he tagged Reyna quite a bit. He got a kill with a frenzy on one of the attackers, and he even dinged Killjoy. So he dealt a very heavy blow to the attackers that round.
Alright, we are seeing some interesting buys.
No prisoners.
Full buy from the defender's side, a partial buy from the attacking side, a forced buy to be precise. Attackers trying to make a play for A. Have they been called out yet? Two defenders near mid, one at B, two defenders holding A. Who's gonna get the first kill? A lot of equipment being used at A ramp. Reyna with the flash. Who's gonna get the first?
Fire in the hole!
Raze with the ultimate at 28. Will she be able to convert? And she couldn't. She gets gunned down in mid-air. Attacker making a play for 8.
begins.
Reyna pulls out her ultimate down for 3. And the enemy Reyna pulls out hers.
Spike planted.
Who's gonna get the first kill? Spike down. People holding heaven on A. Black Infinity gets the kill on the Reyna. Down to a 3v2. Plants down. Omen holding side. Who's gonna...
One enemy remaining.
Omen's down to a 3v2. Volley inside. What a
Last
play.
player standing.
Anti-Venom gets it. Unfortunately, it's not enough. Dax gets the instant refrag.
Well, the defense is making a statement out here. It's telling us they're here to win.
Spike
And
defused.
They don't consider being at defense a disadvantage. They're gonna bring this match home. So we're seeing a full buy from the defense, and we're seeing a safety buy from the attackers.
Interesting buys.
Yeah.
The attackers in the starting of the game gained a lot of momentum. They had a 4-round lead and now they're down to a 5-score. They won the toss, chose to attack, gained that momentum in the start, but the defenders have been inching their way close. Who's it gonna be? Anyway, we are saying the attackers taking possession. Have they been called out yet?
That's done.
And at Venom to take one thing, but that's gonna be something for the defenders. Not at teammate. Gets the instant trade. Reyna gets the instant trade on Omen. Down to a 3v3. Attackers rotate back. Double backing into mid. They might try to make a play for mid. Sneaking their way in. Omen's out for blood. Goes into mid. Raze is holding A. Reyna on B. Attackers making their way towards A. Have their defenders noticed it yet? Reyna on defense has her ultimate up. Will she pull it out this time? Attackers making their way in towards A main. Raze is holding A ramps. A tower to be exact. Attackers sneak their way inside. Raze has no clue. Will the plant go down? Killjoy puts her turrets up. Raze notices, and they have the site. And
30 seconds left.
Raze with an 8.
Spike planted.
If they touch it more, Dark Enemy takes a little damage.
So we seeing Omen trying to retake from city. He smoked off his way.
One
He's gonna get the
enemy
kill on
remaining.
Reyna. Pushes on the side. They get the kill on KJ. He does get the kill on KJ, and a smooth execution from the attack defense. They played smart. They didn't take the fight in a 1v3. Waiting for
You will expect
hit.
it to work.
The teammates came back and with a quick and swift execution, they retake the site and defuse the bomb. Another round for the defense.
Thank you, Patrick. I'm sorry, guys. I do not have corona. It was just water. Anyway, over to you.
Yeah. So we're seeing a full buy in both the teams, and a score is 5-5. So this round is a pretty crucial round for both the teams. Both the teams know what's at stake here. They have to win this round. It's gonna set the pace for them.
We are ready
this
for them.
match. Let's see how it goes.
Right, we're seeing a good economy on the defense side with the full buy attackers, probably on their last round of full buy. Attackers trying to make a play of mid and B. A lot of equipment being spammed down B. Cypher has
Come on, let's
You
go.
should run.
Phoenix pulls out his ultimate and kills him. Very effective
Watch
play
out.
on B. Omen with his ultimate, peeking into sight. Does Cypher
Spike down B.
gets the kill on Cypher. Instant straight from Killjoy. Will they be able to detain anybody? And the attackers are straight. Down to a 3v2
Spike
with
planted.
and they get the plant down. Defenders playing for retake. Sage and Raze both have their ultimates up. Two players mid, one D towards CT. What goes in?
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
This is another round for the defenders. And Skeptics first time in the match. First day of Valorant Premier League, day 2.
Blasphemous.
In the lead.
Skeptics are making a statement here. They're playing amazing. They're
Last
making the
round before
comeback.
the switch.
And if they get a 7-5, it's amazing half for them. On attack, they can do a very well. They are playing. So over the period of this match, the coordination amongst the team seems to have improved exponentially. I think they're setting up the pace for their team, their strategies and everything. So by the attacker side, we're gonna see an amazing performance from both the teams. So it could go either way, even if the score is 6-6 or 7-5. Let's see how this round goes.
We're seeing a pullback from both sides and an operator in Troublemaker's hands that might choke them down A, but they're trying to make a play for mid and Phoenix looking for a cheeky kill in B. Cypher has his wire set up and camps.
Going up.
Attackers making their way down mid. Are they going for a P execute? And Nabai gets the opening kill into the round. The defenders down a man. Sage has her ultimate. Will she be able to use it? Attackers making from E the way into A ramp. Omen spots it, gets called out. Sage uses her ultimate down to a 4v3.
One enemy remaining.
Defenders with a straight 2K.
Spike down
Down
A.
to a 4v1. Spikes down. Defenders have the spike. Phoenix is all the way to B. 50 seconds into the round remaining. Phoenix needs just 1 point for his ultimate. Might be able to convert this. What will it be? Omen looking down at the and Phoenix has his ultimate. Will he pull it out?
Come on, let's go.
And and he gets the kill on Cypher, but Sage gets the
30
instant
seconds
trade.
left.
Phoenix has the spike, making his way towards B. Raze trying to challenge him before he gets to the site, and he gets the site first. He gets called out. Sage is rotating all the way from A to B. And he gets his by a little bit, and he's around 20 HP. This is going to be a difficult battle for him. And he's going to get the kill.
Well, Phoenix did try his best over here. He played smart. He was in a 1v. He used his ultimate, brought it down to a 1. Tried to play after front. Things didn't go his way, but again, this is a very balanced half.
Switching
This
sides.
match can go at any side at any point in this game. But the pistol round is going to be crucial. The attackers do need to win this pistol round to bring out their momentum and like continue the momentum they have built up from the defense side.
Honestly, we saw great plays by Babasir at the starting of the game. They gained a 4-round lead, but now Skeptics made with their honestly insane plays. They made a comeback down to a 7-5 for those Skeptics. Skeptics now on attack and Babasir on defense.
We're seeing 4 ghosts in a frenzy on the attack,
There.
and we're seeing 1 ghost, 1 frenzy, and 3 classic life shields on the attackers.
The defense have the defense set out pretty thin. One person hold manning each angle, defense making a play for thread, and we Cypher
Healing.
challenges Phoenix, gets a couple of tags in.
Wall raised.
What? Make their way into B. Have they been called out? Yes, they have. Raze and Omen rotating all the way from A to B. Will they be able to get side first or will the team rotate? Sage Bobby has been flying, clearing out
Last
corners, gets the
player
kill on
standing.
Anti-Venom. Down to a 1v3. Sage last man standing. Reyna making her way towards Sage and gets the kill on Sage Bobby, and that's the round for defenders. Babasir won this round.
So this round was what the defenders needed. So coming from 7-5, they're gonna easily make this to 7-7, and we're gonna see the buy round in 7-7, and that round is gonna predict is gonna set the further pace for this match. And this round is pretty much unless they commit some huge blunders or the attackers make some exceptional play over here, it's a bit hard for the attackers.
We might be expecting a rush down B. Of course, the defenders have better equipment. The attackers are going for a eco or safety buy.
Well, Phoenix is gonna flash and peek them, so let's see how that goes for them.
Does this flash out? Will he be able to get anybody? Gets the flash, goes for the peek. Nobody peeks him. Reyna is cautious. Raze is cautious. Spikes down B. Attackers trying to make a play, trying to get that first pick down, pick that Spectre up and convert it into a round. Star gets the kill on Cypher, opening kill of the round. Anti-Venom goes. Does he know? Oh my god. Phoenix just walks by Reyna, man. Anyway, attackers down 3 gets the kill on Sage Bobby. Cha, amazing with the 3k. We are seeing the defenders, 3 people holding a B and Omen on A. Spikes with Omen. Attackers down to the last 2 man. 45 seconds remaining into the round. Defenders have 4.
Last player standing.
And
Spike down mid.
Double maker with the instant trade and the 2k on Dark Envy. Down to a 1v2. Will he be able to convert this and get the plant down?
30
Omen is
seconds
holding
left.
A.
I
Reyna
have
on
the
B.
spike.
Trying to get the play for A. Does she know Omen is there? Will he be able to get the kill first? And Omen dinks her in the head.
Well, that was a good round for the defense. That was pretty much expected, but they lost too many guns over here. So now the round that was meant to be a free round for the defense is gonna be a commit round for them. Like if they bring out the Phantoms and the Vandals, which they are, it's gonna be a commit round. If they lose this round, the 3 people won't be able to buy next round. So this round, which was earlier a free round and didn't matter much to the defense, has a lot of value to them now.
Yeah, we're seeing 400, 400 and 900 credits in the defender side. But the attackers also do not have the economy to support a full buy next round. Both teams need to convert this round. This will set the momentum for the next rounds. We can see the attackers making a play for A. Shah gets the first kill in the round. Sage Bobby with the 2k.
You will not kill my
The
ally.
revive, down to a 5v2. Defenders down 2 man. Cypher has his equipment set up on cam. Omen is holding that cheeky angle. Gets the kill on Black Infinity. And that's the instant trade. The attackers have A control. Rotating.
One enemy
And
remaining.
Gets the kill on Phoenix. And Phoenix is dead. And this is another round for the attackers. This is the round the attackers needed to gain the momentum into the next round.
Well, Shasta, I'm confused. Is Teja Bobby playing Jet or is he playing Sage?
Ah,
I'm seeing him take all the entries over there. Honestly, this is like Battle Sage time.
I mean, Teja Bobby has shown exemplary performance throughout the entire game. He has been fragging, using his ultimates at the most crucial points. He knows when to use his ultimates to gain like the rounds which are the most important, where economy is not that good on both sides, and both the teams need that round to win the game. He's using those ultimates at those crucial points. Honestly, Teja Bobby with the big brain plays. We are seeing some good plays by Anti-Venom, but in my opinion, he's been a little underperforming this match. Troublemaker gets the kill on Anti-Venom, the opening kill of the round. Attackers, defenders down to 1 man. Defenders down 1 man. Attackers trying to look for another pick. Raze is making her way down mid into B heaven. Dark Envy peeking that angle. Who's gonna get the kill first? Troublemaker at 50 HP. Reveals herself and Dark Envy gets the kill. Both Killjoy Raze. Both has her ultimate sub. Raze pulls out her ultimate. Will she get the kill on Cypher? And Cypher gets the kill on Raze. That's an ultimate which is gone. The attackers are trying to take A control. Reina's holding side. Gets spotted. Munabai gets one kill. Will see the kill. Will and Omen with the trade.
Spike planted.
Spikes down to 2v2. Defense Killjoy has her ultimate set up. Will she use it to gain the round? Killjoy peeking B heaven. Will she use her ultimate?
Wall raised.
Or will she not? Killjoy looking to place her ultimate. And puts it down into side. This is going to be crippling for the attackers. They can't be near the spike. Defenders make their way out.
Player standing.
And the attackers still win. I guess they just had to wait for the Killjoy to go down.
Well, the attackers, they didn't play. Well, they played pretty well, but they basically didn't hold the angle after putting the ultimate. They should have waited because the attacks have to go out of sight. So if they held those angles, they would have easily won those fights. But they started pushing towards side, and they were caught a bit off guard, I would say, by the attack. And that won the attack the round. They won eco round. You should note that they won eco round. That's something.
Yeah, the attackers have a pretty good economy right now. It's not looking that good for the defenders. Attackers trying to get that first pick in. 2 people down mid, 2 people outside B. Cypher roaming outside A. Phoenix pulls out his ultimate. Anti-Venom with the opening kill on Tej. Beldevere with the headshot on Dark Envy. 4 teams down to a 4v4. Reina pulls out her ultimate. Will she be able to convert? And Black Infinity with the kill launcher. Anti-Venom dinks Omen in the head down to a 3v3.
One enemy remaining.
Spikes down outside B. Raze is alone on side. It's gonna be a difficult one for her. And the finishing kill by Anti-Venom. Man. What do you think?
Well, that was a very good round by the defense. They pretty much needed that round over there. Because they didn't have the money to buy again if they lost the previous round. So, but the attack do have the money to buy this round. So we're gonna see a near about force buy from the attack and a full buy from the defense.
Alright, the attackers have 4 of their ultimate setup. We are probably gonna see an aggressive push for B. The attackers seem to be sneaking their way in. Don't want to be called out by the defense. Omen setting up. The Omen with the ultimate to side. Will he cancel it? Will he use it? He uses it. Just spots it and he gets the kill on jump. Attackers needed. Reina puts out her ultimate down to a 4v4. Omen with the jump has spoken to team in. Raze Bobby getting the plant down. Take down to a 3v3. Reina on her ultimate.
Kill my ally.
Puts out her ultimate. Now it's a 4v3.
I know exactly where.
And he also puts out his ultimate. We are seeing 4 ultimates this round. On their defenders, all they need is bullets to kill them. Anti-Venom with the instant kill on Black Infinity. Down to a 3v2.
Last player standing.
A last man Phoenix standing. Phoenix has been backed into a corner. 3 people on the front. They're out for blood. Beldevere with the 3k with the headshot on Anti-Venom.
So that was very nice execution by the attackers. They played well. They had good coordination, good execution. And we are down to the 19th round of this match, and we're seeing full buy from the attackers, and we're seeing 1 Ares on the defense, and 3 Vandals and 1 Spectre. Let's see what Dark Envy hopes to achieve with the Ares.
Man, don't hate on the Ares. Come on, it's not that bad of a gun. But
Sure,
anyway.
if you're in...
Dax gets the first headshot on Reina. Defend is down 1 man. Raze has her ultimate. 1 minute 30 seconds remaining into the round. Omen with the cross-match smokes for Raze. Raze pushes into heaven. Will they be able to get the
Raise there. One enemy remaining.
angles? Defenders down to the last man. 5v1. What's Omen gonna do? Omen making his way down mid.
Flawless.
The kill, but the enemy Omen gets the kill on him.
Unscathed.
Flawless
I'm
round by
delighted.
the attackers.
Again, the momentum for the attackers is there. They have perfect coordination among themselves. They have a perfect execution. Omen smokes out the critical choke points. Sage walls of their partner side. They clear up all the angles. They get any defenders which are hiding inside, and they play for after plant or they hunt them down. Easy, good execution, good coordination, good round for the attackers. So we're seeing the eco from the defense again and a full buy from the attackers.
Babasir won the toss and chose to attack. They were able to get the momentum at the starting of the game, but eventually they lost the momentum, and now with these defense they seem to be struggling a little bit. Raze pulls out her ultimate. Will she be able to get a kill there? Black is ready to kill on Munna bhai. Shout!
Spike down A.
Spikes down at 8 out to a 4v4. Omen has his ultimate up. Right, it's not at the front now. The spikes with the defenders. Defenders holding the side spike very aggressively. Beldevi looking for the cheeky kill, and he gets the headshot on Open. Anti-Venom with the instant rate. He's not gonna let go of that spike that easily. No.
Going up.
The tactical wall up. Down towards the defenders holding down side. 2v2. Attackers making their way up down A ramp.
Last player standing.
Kill on Anti-Venom. Last man Shah standing. He has the spike and the attackers with the
Well, the defense did try well this round.
Match
they got the
point.
spike down. They played well. They protected the side from critical angles. Raze got one of the attackers, but unfortunately, Teja Bobby and the attackers they just came up for a cleanup of the defense. So we're down to the match point for the attack, and we're again seeing a full buy on both sides. And let's see how this round goes.
We saw a little blunder there from the attacking side. They dropped the diffuser right down into B8 tower, yes. With the defenders. The defenders had like a 4-man crossfire setup. Luckily, Beldeveer was able to get a cheeky pick on the enemy Omen, and yeah, that sort of converted the round for them. It was down to a 2v2. The defenders just had to win. Raze pulls out her ultimate. Will she be able to get a kill? Launches it, misses a little bit. Troublemaker gets the headshot on Shah. Chudelki, Chadi
Spike
with the
down,
trade,
mid.
and the 2K with Cypher down. Down to 3v2. Attackers down a man. Spikes down mid. Defenders have called it out. All of them towards mid. It's gonna be a battle for the mid.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
With the revive and the revive. Unrevived instantaneously.
Well, the revive was not meant for reviving the person. It was basically a bait for the attackers to push the revive and Sage would clean them up. But that didn't go her way, unfortunately.
I need a drop.
She was stuck between the animation time. And anyway, that was a commendable effort by Teja Bobby there.
Generally, good rounds on each side.
Again, the match isn't over until the last round. During the entirety of the match, any team can come back at any point as long as they have a good coordination, a good execution, and they don't lose hope.
Honestly, at match point 12-9, it's going to be really hard for the defense to not make mistakes. Anti-Venom going for the glass cannon without any armor. With the 4-5 bundle play. Light armors and heavy armors. Attackers trying to get that first pick. Omen setting up smoke. Cross-map smoke directly into A. Tower and tower and windows. Tower and monitors. Omen with his ultimate TP. Anti-Venom holding that A ramp. Nobody pushes the A ramp. The attackers have the side. Teja Bobby with the ground down. Troublemaker gets the kill on Anti-Venom. Down to 5v4 defenders down the man. Killjoy has their ultimates up. Will Killjoy use her ultimate this time? And will she be able to convert the round into an actual round for the defenders? The defenders need this round. They can't be saving ultimate. Match point for the attackers. Attackers have to spike down. The defenders have to play for retake. Chudelki Chadi gets the kill on Troublemaker. Down to a 4v4. Killjoy puts her ultimate down. What are the attackers gonna do? Almost 2 attackers outside the defender Killjoy's radius. 3 attackers.
Last player standing.
And that's the round for the attackers.
Attackers win.
If
Now
only
to
she had
mend what
placed
we
her
have broken.
D10 device a little bit ahead, all the attackers would have been D10. They found that cheeky corner in the side and were able to get the kills.
Well, that corner is always there. Like, even no matter unless you like place it in front of them, there will be a small gap inside for the defenders to hide. So Killjoy made a nice try there. But the advantage for the defense over there is when they come to site, they have all the defense clumped up in two corners of the map. So they don't have to clear angles. They just have to check the corners, and they have an easy cleanup. But Teja Bobby over here took out the frags, played like a duelist the whole match, if I may say so.
Commendable gameplay by Teja Bobby and Anti-Venom on both sides. Good gameplays all around. Babasir, this was match 1 of day 2 Valorant Premier League. We would like to take this moment to thank our sponsors, Ethereal Events, Digigrad, Climb Central, Prep Byte, and Dare to Compete, who made this event possible. The next match is between the Boosted versus the Reflex 2 Extreme. It will be held at 8:45. And this was match 1 was Babasir versus the Skeptics. Toss winner was Babasir. They chose to attack. Defense was Skeptics. Babasir gained the momentum at the starting of the match, but Skeptics made a comeback. Good round, good game on both sides, but Skeptics emerged the winner.
So what map are you expecting to see this match?
We can see any. We can see Bind, Ascent. I mean, we have not seen Icebox as of yet, so I don't want to.
Well, the thing with Icebox is it is a bit hated in the community, but it's only because it's a new map and people don't know all the angles and the proper strategies to execute on Icebox as compared to Ascent and Bind and Split that they have been playing since Act 1. So that's why Icebox is generally banned for in the banning phase. But maybe someone is adventurous and wants to play it. It's obviously a good pick because both the teams will if they have the strategies for it. They won't bear a disadvantage. But yeah.
In the end, it will come down to who has, of course, the better aim and the better raw skill, but also to strategies. The team with the better rotations, better coordination, better strategies for that Icebox map will win. But right now, we are coming down to the match 2 of Valorant Premier League, day 2. It's the Boosted versus Reflex 2 Extreme. Toss winner was the Boosted, and they chose to defend. The map is Bind. We'll have Reflex 2 Extreme on the attack. We're just waiting for our participants to join the match.
Are you sure you're corona free, right?
Haha.
Okay.
Scheme bata de.
Well, I think the audience would have been curious.
No man, it's Monster actually. Gotta get hyped. Alright, we have the attackers and defenders in. We have I Am Raiden, RTX Trixel, Joydeep, Lolia, and Audacity from the attacker side. We have AJ7, Crow, Punnu Gamer, Brobot, and Tharmaklol. Tharmaklol? Like, kahan se laate hai yaar ye log ye naam? Oh my god. Anyway. Match 2 of Valorant Premier League Day 2, the Boosted versus Reflex 2 Extreme. Match is gonna start in 5. So we are seeing a split pick again. This is going to be an interesting match, as this map is sorry, my bad. I take that back. The map is Bind.
Well, seeing split again would have been a bit monotonous.
That is true. I mean, the audience also wants something new, don't they? What do you think about Bind? The Boosted won the toss and they're choosing to defend. Is it a defender-sided map, or you just have good execution for the defense?
Well, Bind is one of the most defender-sided maps, I would say. It has a lot of close corners. You can hold a corner with Judge and Jet. You can get some kills, get out of there. You can hold angles with an op. It is pretty defender-sided. But again, if you have good strategies, you can win those rounds on attack as well.
I think the Boosted is going for the strategy of gaining momentum and sort of crippling their enemies' morale at the starting of the game, so that they can make their way through the attack round. All right, we have the pick phase.
So on the attackers, we're seeing Jet, played by Artificial Lawless playing Breach. We're seeing Audacity playing Omen, Joydeep playing Reyna, and I am Raiden playing Sage. And on the defense, we're seeing AJ7 playing Killjoy, Punnu Gamers playing Reyna, Crow playing Sage, Brawat playing Brim, and the last person is playing Jet. Sorry, it's too complicated for me.
Well, how do you pronounce that? Is it Thermaclol, Tharmaclol? Like, bruh. But anyway, pretty interesting picks from both sides. We have two duelists, one sentinel, controller, and an initiator. On the attackers, we have one sentinel, two duelists, two sentinels actually, and one initiator on the defender side. The defenders going for a relatively more defensive loadout, and the attackers going for smokes.
Well, Killjoy does become a bit less useful on attack, but again, she can care for backstabs, which is pretty useful. Otherwise, you would have to sacrifice one man on side, and you'd have to look for backstab. So Killjoy is again useful. One sentinel is useful on attack as well.
I mean, the turret is pretty useful for giving information on rotating enemies and players. We have the bye-phase, round 1, match 2, Valorant Premier League day 2.
So we're into the pistol round of the second match for today, and we're seeing a shorty light shield buy from Jet with her teammates playing 3 ghosts and 1 frenzy, and on the attackers, we're seeing 3 classics, 1 ghost and 1 frenzy.
RTX might go for a dash play.
Might, okay. Jet using her dash, man, what a surprise.
But anyway, the attackers are making a play for A. The defenders is Jet AFK.
Yeah, I think Jet's AFK right now.
Jet AFK on spawn, but the round has started. Unfortunately, attackers aggressively pushing into B. Same with the water gets destroyed instantaneously. Jet. Who's gonna get the first kill? Joydeep with the opening kill. I am ready to the second kill. Defenders down to the last 2 man. That AFK is going to be very crippling for them. I think he's back. The Jet is back. 5v4. The spike here. Defenders take for retake. Killjoy down to her last 10 HP. Jet takes some damage. Dives to the enemy Jet. Down to a 4v2. Will they be able to get the spike? AJ with the headshot on Joydeep. That was crisp. Down to a 3v1. Two people in A lamps. And Lolia with the finishing kill on Tharmaclol. That AFK actually cost them.
Well, the thing is, like, even in a 4v5, like, you can have 2 men on A and 2 on B, but Jet being AFK did affect her teammates' performance. They might have been in a bit of a pinch over there, yeah. Considering one of their teammates was AFK and they weren't able to maybe come up with a proper hold strategy. But anyways, we can expect a good fight from both the teams.
But the pistol round sets the momentum of the entire game. Now we are seeing again the attackers trying to carry forward the equipment into the third round with the full buy, a half buy actually. Brim with the 2 smokes down. Attackers aggressively pushing into A. Get the 3k. Defenders down to 2 men. Defenders are on eco. This might be a free round for the attackers. Jet trying to get the backstab in. It's gonna be a Jet versus Jet. Who's gonna get the kill first? Both of them holding the crossroads. Jet with the shotgun. Another Jet with the shotgun. But Tharmaclol gets the kill on RTX.
Last player standing.
It was a battle of the shotguns. Down to a 3v1. Jet has to play for retake. Can she retake with the judge? Joydeep down to 20 HP. Audacity at 50. Breach at full. He has a wall down. Tharmaclol can actually go for a sneaky defuse there. Does he know the wall's there? Ooh, Breach destroys the wall.
The wall got destroyed.
My bad.
The time ran out. But anyways, that is something expected. The attacker had a perfect execution. They checked all the corners. They smoked. They walled the side. They got the plant down. They played after plant well. The defense Jet did make a commendable effort. She got a kill with a shorty on the enemy Jet. She took her judge, got 1 more kill. Tried her best, but she just didn't have enough time to play retake. And that was a good round though by the defense. They did cripple the attacker's economy a bit.
I mean, retaking a site against 3 people with the high fire is very difficult with the judge. But anyway, we are seeing like a full buy, almost full buy from the defender's side, and again like a sort of full buy from the attacker side. We have one man down on each side. Attackers trying to play for A. They have been called out. Defenders rotating from A to B. 2 smokes down into a window. Vrime with his smokes down. There's the stun. Down goes the stim beacon with the AD.
Spike
Also
down.
Jet down
B.
range. Down to a 3v2. Attackers down a man. Jet has her ultimate up. Breach has the spike. Is he going to rotate?
Last player standing.
Breach has the spike at mid at 10 HP. Is he going to make a play for B? All the defenders have stacked on B. And Thermocrawl with the finishing blow on Lolia.
Well, this round the attack, like the portion who enters the site, they actually have to clear the corners and give a call to the teammates where the defenders are hiding. But Omen didn't do that. He just TP'd across the defender who was holding the B garden entrance, and that cost them the round. They weren't able to check that corner, and the defenders capitalized on that. So in this round, we're seeing a full buy from both sides. Nearly a full buy from the attackers as well, and we're seeing a commit from the attackers.
RTX seems to be loving the shotgun plays, man. He's seeing a Bucky play. Attackers trying to get a kill down. BA. 2 people pushing bath. 2 people pushing short. RTX with the sneaky plays. Dashes up to the box on the wall. Gets the kills on lamps. Goes holding outside. Bath. But Lolia gets the kill. Defenders and attackers both down to a 3v3. Defender Jet has her ultimate. Will she pull it out? She has a Vandal and full here.
You will not kill my ally.
Attacking Sage pulls out her ultimate. Down to a 3v3 again. Unnu Gamer gets the headshot on Lolia. 87 with the kill on Joydeep.
One enemy
This is
remaining.
looking good for the defenders. Will they be able to get the last kill? Jet with the plays on side. And 87 gets the last kill with the kill. What a play.
Thanks.
That was a nice round for the defense. It sets the game into perspective. Both the teams are here to win, and they're gonna give it their best. So we're into the 5th round of the match. We're seeing a full buy from the defense. We're seeing a safety buy from the attackers. The thing is, it's a safety buy. So like they have enough money for a full buy next round. And yeah.
But they don't want to go unarmed into this round.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's money they have. That's like money to spare, basically.
The attackers maintaining their economy very judiciously. Attackers trying to make a play for B. The defenders have a heavy defense setup on B. 3 people going down long. Sage peeking outside B short. Gonna get the first opening kill. He puts his kill beacon down. Can't get the kill. 3 people holding outside A. Look, both teams looking to get the first pick. Crow with the opening kill on Jet. This is gonna be good for the defenders. Defenders snowballing 2 kills in. Killjoy with her nano swarm. Holding outside range. Reyna with the flash. The flash gets destroyed instantaneously. Jet coming for the backstab. And Lolia gets the kill on Jet. Attackers down to 2 men. 3 ultimates on the defender's side with Sage's resurrection still up. 2 ultimates on the attacking side. Attackers still trying to play for B. The defenders rotate to a 2-2 strategy.
30
2 on
seconds
A, 2 on
left.
B. Will it be enough? Joydeep down to his last 5 HP. 1v4. AJ7 gets the finishing blow on Joydeep. And that's the round for the defenders.
Well, the attackers did do a nice job considering the guns they had. They had 1 Spectre and pistols over there. And they did a nice job. They got 1 pick on Jet, and that was a good try from them. So now we are into the 6th round of the match, and we're seeing a full buy from both sides. We're seeing an operator on the defense Jet, and we're seeing Vandal and Phantoms from the attackers. The attack is trying to do a A-shot commit. Let's see how that goes for them.
The attack is I am guessing an aggressive phase we're gonna follow. Sage puts her ball down. Was gonna get destroyed instantly. Stays with her off, trying to pull out the A push. It's gonna be a battle for a 5v3. Reina trying to push B short to get the backstab. Hash Lolia on the backstab watch. And Reina gets the backstab kill on Lolia. Attackers down to 2 men. Down 2 men. It's a 5v4. Four ultimates up on the defender side. 2 ultimates on the attacker side.
Begins.
Reina pulls out her ultimate. Will she be able to convert this into kills? The last minute remaining into the round. Both teams trying to get the pick. Tarmaklol gets the kill on Reina. This is going to be crippling. Reina was on her ultimate. Ultimate's gone.
You're gonna see a knife from her.
Last player standing.
Oh my god.
Spike down
that's
A.
been the big win. We're seeing RTX with the 3k. Will he be able to convert this? Has his ultimate up. Spike 3Ps into
One
one.
enemy remaining.
Kill on AJ7. RTX with the 4th play.
30
RTX has
seconds
been on
left.
fire. Nobody on B. Breach. Brim rotating all the way from back.
Planted.
B window. Walks past the TP. Jet is able to get the plant down. Brimstone clearing corners. Plants in the very, very default location. Open to all angles. Good plant by RTX. Brim looking for a smoke play. Smokes. Double ace. RTX short. RTX with the ace. What a play. RTX is on fire tonight.
What an amazing round we just saw. RTX with an amazing 5k and round for the attack. Round for the defense. That was something.
We have 5 ultimates on the defense, 2 ultimates on the attack. That's gonna be an interesting turn. Last game, Babasir had 4 of their ultimates, and to aggressively push into B, they stacked all 4 of their ultimates at once, and they got to side. What are we gonna see this time? Attackers trying to become A down, B short, and A down. Ungamer gets the first kill with the headshot on Reina. 4 teams down a man. Jet is on her ultimate. TP's towards mid. Will she be able to get the clear on mid? Holding inside TP. Attackers have to back it aside. Smokes it off. Trying to make a play for A. The defenders have called it out. Both teams rotating towards A. Gets the kill. Crow gets the kill on Lolia. Defenders down to 4v3.
Last player
Crow
standing.
wants the headshot on Audacity and Tarmaklol with the kill on RTX. Defenders. Good match fight, but the defense got the better of them. They still have 4 of their ultimates up.
Well, again, the ultimates from the defense at least, they have to be used in a coordinated manner to get the most out of those ultimates. You can't be like, I'm just spamming ultimates and you get the round over there.
Here.
So on the defense, you generally use 1 ultimate per round or 2 sometimes, and get those rounds with them. But yeah, so this is the 8th round of the match, and we're seeing a full buy from the defense and a semi full buy from the attack.
Attack is aggressively pushing out. We start Jet is along there.
Be
Jet gets
faster.
cut down by RTX instantaneously. They have been called out. The defenders are rotating all the way from A to B. 1 minute 25 remaining into the round. All of them are one to screw them up. Attackers are rotating. You know, they've been called out. All the defenders are pushing towards A. They're making a play for A. Defenders, all of them holding B. Unsuspecting that the spike is going to A. Jet is committing B, trying to keep the defenders engaged. Reina looking for the back B, backstab, and the teammates on A. The attackers swiftly take control of A. Sage with the revive, down to a 4v5. The defenders will have to play 4v take. Robot gets the kill on Audacity. Both teams down to a 4v4.
Initiated.
And the defender Killjoy puts her up, puts her device up.
Off your feet!
Directly into side. Front stage. Down towards for a B. None of the attackers get engaged. They're holding outside side. There is the smoke.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Down to 1-1 and the attackers win. What a play by Locha.
Gun here.
Well, the defense did use two ultimates this round. They use Sage Resurrection and they use Killjoy's ultimate to try and retake the side. If Brim used his ultimate over there as well, they might have got the round. Brim had the exact location of the last attacker. He could have used his ultimate, but I guess he was confident that he would win the gunfight.
Anyway, economy is looking not too good for the attackers and the defenders. Again, momentum defining round of the game. 4-4. 1 minute 40. It's going to be attackers making a play for
Get out
A.
of
The
my way.
defenders have instantly called it out. Gets to the ultimate. Punnu Gamer gets the opening kill on Lolia. Attackers down to last 3 men. Gets still on her ultimate. Will Sage use her ultimate. Down to a 5v2. Punnu Gamer is inspired tonight.
Last player
Punnu
standing.
Gamer with the 4K. Will he get the ace? Last man is standing.
Enemy down.
Will Punnu Gamer get the ace?
Static.
Unfortunately, he's not able to. AJ7 gets the trade on Punnu.
Well, I was really hoping Punugam would use this phantom with one bullet and I would be able to say
Headshot.
he has one bullet and a dream.
One minute, man. Honestly, Punnu Gamer, excellent gameplay by
Placing
Punnu Gamer. We're seeing here tonight.
Bot coming back.
Okay, so we're seeing a full buy from the defense, one operator and 4 vandals. And on the attack, we're seeing a semi-full buy, 4 specters and a sheriff from Jet.
It can also be called sort of a force buy because they do not have the economy to full buy next round. They'll have to win this round. Interesting pick from both sides. They are seeing a complete full buy on the defensive side and partial buy from the attacker side. They're trying to put pressure on B.
Stim beacon here.
We are seeing the attackers making their way up mid. A lot of minutes being used in window. There's the stun. Turret up on box. AJ7 looking for the cheeky kill. 3 attackers outside long, 2 in B window and short. What's it gonna be? Both teams looking to get that first kill. Sage has her ultimate up. Omen has his ultimate up. 1 minute remaining in the round. Attackers still trying to put pressure down. They have been called out. Defenders have rotated. Again. It's down to a 5v4. Reina looking to get the backstab. Who's gonna get the kill? And he gets spotted. Audacity guns him down. Gets the better gun. And the attackers say they probably have been
You
called out.
will not kill my
It's not her
ally.
ultimate. It's a 5v4. The defenders are at a disadvantage.
30 seconds
Attackers
left.
aggressively making their way towards A. Reina near TP looking to get a pick on B, but the defenders have rotated.
Spike down A.
Spikes down on Breach trying to go for the default front, but gets gunned down by Crow instantaneously. Defenders have locked down the side. It's down.
10 seconds left. One enemy remaining.
Well.
4 guns down, Joy. The Crow was with the headshots on Audacity, and it's a round for the defenders.
This was an amazing round we just saw by the defenders. Crow did precisely what he needed to do. He held back enough to buy time for his team to rotate, and then he engaged the opponents. He got 2 kills over there, and then his team did the cleanup for him. It was an amazing round, amazing gameplay, amazing game sense.
Good coordination on the defensive side. The rotate was instantly called out, and we could see activity on B, like defenders instantly coming to A so that they don't have to go for the retake rather than stopping the plant. Good decisions on the defensive side. All right, Sage's ball is up on headshot, trying to push, trying to slow them down. Throw with a headshot on Audacity through the smoke. Punnu Gamer with another headshot on Lolia. This is gonna be very critical for the attackers. Jet was down to 50 HP, gets gunned down by AJ7, down to 5v2, 2 ultimates up on the defensive side. 1 minute 15 remaining into the round. Reina has the spike. He's near teleporter and A Kabi, she's holding. Will she be able to get the kill on Crow? Crow's checking the corner.
One enemy remaining.
And Vandal.
Spike down A.
Flawless. Headshot unrated. A flawless round for the defender side. It's actually looking good for
Last round in the half.
Again, if the attackers get the this round, the last round of the first half, the score will be 7-5. And 7-5 on bind is again a very, very equal score. It could go either side from a score of 7-5 because bind is again a bit defender sided in my opinion. So it'll be an easy comeback for the attack.
I mean, the matches between the boosted and Reflex to extreme. The boosted won the toss and chose to defend. They gained a little bit more. They actually lost momentum at the start, but eventually came back and have the lead. But will it be enough to sustain them when they're attacking? Anyway, we're seeing the attackers pick their way. Punnu Gamer with the opening headshot on Lolia. That's gonna be crippling for the defender. Sage does not have her ultimate setup. This is the last round before the swap. Again, Reyna is holding that cheeky angle outside A. Attackers slowly rotating towards A. Oman is making a very interesting play and holding outside caves. Probably looking for a backstab kill. Punnu Gamer gets the headshot on RTX. Oman pulls out his ultimate. He's into his side. Will he cancel it? He does not. Punnu Gamer gets the 3K with the headshot on Joydeep. This might be the kill.
One enemy remaining.
Punnu Gamer with the 4K.
Spike
Punnu Gamer
down,
has been on
attacker
fire
spawn.
tonight. Audacity with the instant trade. So down to a 4v1. Defenders down to the last man. Spikes down outside the caves. Defenders have side. They are looking out for blood. Defenders looking for the last cave. And Thermocross getting the snipe on Audacity. Oh, that's another round.
Switching sides.
Well, the defense that is the boosted did win the previous round, so that gives us a score of 8-4. It is a bit hard for the defense, but again, they could easily come back from this. 8-4 is nothing. They can easily come back and bind on defense from a score of 8-4. So we're seeing one sheriff on RTX Structural, 3 ghosts, and a frenzy in Joydeep, and we're seeing 1 ghost, 3 classics, and 1 frenzy on the attack. Let's see what the boosted has got in store for their attack side.
Wasting a little bit of armor on the attack. I think they're going for a battering ram strategy. The attack trying to put pressure down A. Defenders have heavily set up on B. 3 defenders on B, 2 on A. Jet pushing down into B. Crow gets the opening kill on Joydeep. Defenders down a man. This might be the opening they're looking for. Sage with her wall set up. Down for the default plant. Robot getting the plant down. Attackers have been called out. They have the side. They have the plant down. Defenders playing for retake. Jet trying to get that backstab on the enemy Jet. Attackers falling back. Holding out for plant. Killjoy has a turret set up. Punnu Gamer with the headshot on Lolia. Defenders down to the last 3 man. Gets a kill on Punnu Gamer.
Then Killjoy is playing on lineup, so
Even the turret gets a few tags in. On to a 4v2. Few seconds remaining until detonation. Will they be able to defuse? RTX trying to go for their defuse. With the nanostorm and the molly, multiple utilities.
One enemy remaining.
And it's around for the attackers with Crow with the 3K. Photo play by Crow.
well, over here, I guess the unsung hero in this round was AJ7. He planted the bomb, had a setup for his swarm grenade, and he had a lineup in mind. So if they had gotten the initial swarm grenade on the bomb, on the defuse sound, he had the lineup for the second swarm grenade, and he did that. And well, it created a lot of pressure on the defense, and it did won them the round. So yeah, we're seeing a buy from the defense. We're seeing 1 judge, 2 specters, a ghost, and a classic from the defense, and a force buy from the attacker.
Attackers are at a 5-round lead. The defenders need to convert. RTX Texel with the 3K with the judge on side.
1 enemy remaining.
With the beam stim beacon.
Spike
Couldn't do
down
anything.
B.
RTX is the judge called. Is out for blood. Will be able to get the 5K. That's nice to get this 5K on Crow, but unfortunately Crow headshots him. Stage is down to 20 HP, gets gunned down by Joydeep. This is going to be another round for the defenders.
Well, that was an astonishing round we saw from RTX still over there. Getting the 4K is this close to ace. He nearly got saves. This would have been his second ace in this game. Both RTX Trickstil and Punnu Gamers are on fire this match.
We are seeing a lot of team banter in pod chat. A very nice, very healthy mode of communication, I see. But anyway, it's better than trash talking in my opinion. Alright, we are in the top of
Cutting their vision.
Round in the game. Attackers aggressively making their way
Cutting
towards
their
B.
vision.
Have been called out. They have been called out. Yes, we are seeing rotate from A side into B. Lot of utility. Jet dashes into side, looking for that pick. It's like the defenders have become the attackers. Defenders are holding outside A long, and the attackers have the side. Change with their wall up. Breach is trying to get the stun and flash down. The opening kill of the round after the front. Noisy gets the kill of the Throw and Lolia in an intense gun battle. Lolia wins the fight. Punnu Gamer gets the headshot on RTX Trixel. Down to a 3v2 with the front down.
Last player standing.
Last man standing staged on the defender's side. 9-5 attackers with a 4-round lead. Possibly 5 after this round. Will Raiden be able to get the retake? Seconds remaining into the round. 3 attackers standing. All they can do is save. Reach with Vrime with his volley. Can't defuse. And this is another round for the attackers.
Well, this round will cost the defense quite heavily. They bought a force by this round. I think after losing the pistol round, so it'll be a bit hard for them. They're on a partial full buy this round. You're seeing 1 Vandal, 2 or 3 Spectres, and 1 Judge from the defense, and we're seeing full buy and 1 Ares from the attack.
I think he's going for the stim beacon spam play.
Yeah, stim beacon spam smoke Ares. Yeah.
That is actually a very good strat on defense to hold an angle after putting the stim beacon down. Brimstone has 3 stim beacons, correct?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Anyway, the defense get 2 kills down into the round. Down to a 4v3. Jet
Spike
has
down B.
Ultimate up. Attack is down to the last 2 men. Spikes down outside B. Reina is on site out, trying to get the cheeky kill. She's going for the backstab. Brim is alone with the diffuser. The defense have rotated all the way to B. Reina going for a very interesting flank. Down CT. Will she be able to get the backstab? 2 people.
1 enemy remaining.
The other one, Punnu Gamer with the 3K. What a backstab. This might be the opening which they needed. It was a 4v2 and Punnu Gamer brought it down to a 2v1.
Spike planted.
Spikes down, both their ultimates up. Breach has to play for retake. Breach is rotating all the way down from mid. Attackers with a 5-round lead. Stable economy. Defense were on force by. He has a ghost and light armor. Will he be able to retake the site against 2 Vandals with full armor against Punnu Gamer? Couple of seconds until detonation. Punnu Gamer is holding side. Side path, and that's another round for the attackers. Punnu Gamer with another 4K. 24 kills, 11 deaths, 4 assists. What an amazing combat score.
Again, Punnu Gamer is on fire this round. Even after having full buy and they were against partial buy from the defense did play very well. They made it into a 3v2 and they would have picked up the attacks guns and they were in a comfortable position in that round. That was until Punnu Gamers came on the backstab from CT and got 2 of them. And well, that pretty much won them the round.
Gamer, honestly, gunned down 2 people at that ball.
Stim beacon here.
Ooh, we are seeing no defense on B while the attackers are aggressively making their way towards B. Jet and trying to get that backstab. The attackers are aggressively pushing it to side. It has been called out. The defenders are rotating all the way from A to B. This A hold is going to cost them probably going to cost them the round. The defenders have set up on B. They have the spike down. 3 ultimates up on the attacking side. Jet is on her ultimate. With the defenders keep the Lolia with the opening kill into the round on Robot with the headshot. A lot of abilities being used on side. There is the flash, there is the stun. Lolia gets another kill. And he just has the finishing shot on Joyce. Down to last 2.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Gets the headshot. Misses a little bit on Thermoclol. It's a 1v1. Will she be able to waste enough time? RTX still trying to go for that defuse. Gets the shot on Thermoclol. Will he be able to get the defuse down? Couple of seconds remaining. And it's separated. Big brain plays, honestly. He was able to get enough time for the attackers. to
Match
get
point.
get the detonation, and that's another round for the attackers.
Well, again, the defense is at quite a disadvantage right now. They needed the round, and they took a huge gamble over there. They had a 50-50 chance when they chose to stack all A, and well, it didn't pan out their way. But again, it's a very high risk, a very high reward strategy. Unfortunately, it didn't pan out for the defense, but again, it was a good strategy. And now we're seeing the standard loadout 3A, 2B, 1 operator.
Get
4
out of my
Pandals.
way.
Again, we are seeing a very aggressive push from the attackers towards
Calling
B
my
mid and B short and B long. The defenders have not called it out yet. Omen and
Blocking
B
sight.
aggressively pushing down long. Jet dashes into sight with the smoke. The attackers are taking control of B. Vrime puts his smokes down. Defenders down a man, down to a 4v4. Jet is on her ultimate. She has multiple ultimates on the left side. It's down to a 3v2.
One enemy remaining.
After enough standing, he's in a gunfight with Jet on, and Jet wins that gunfight. Audacity with the defuse. The defenders genuinely needed the round, or it would have cost them the game.
Spike is diffused.
Oh man, that's such a deep insight.
Up.
Seeing a 12-6 score, you predicting that they would have lost this match.
Anyway, so what can we expect? We have ultimates on the attacking side and also 3 ultimates on the defense. If the attackers are able to get the plant down and put the enemy killjoy in an actual decent position, this might be the game for the defenders, but we'll have to wait and see. Alright, we are seeing another B push from the attacking side. Breach trying to contest mid. Has probably called it out. The defense we can see
Spike down,
the
B.
defender side. The attackers are down 1 man, down to a 4v3. 2 ultimates on each side. Breach has used his ultimate but died.
Cover going out. Prepare for hellfire.
Big mid. Hey, the ultimate into TP gets stayed in. What a play by a Brimstone. Use the attacker's TP all the way from B to A using the long TP. Trying to make a way down, but Jet is gonna contest. The Spartans with the collide shot through Jet onto Punno Gamer.
Well, again, the attack is making a statement. The defense is making a statement right now. They're here to win. They're gonna give it their all, and whether they win or not, well, that depends. But they're gonna try the best, and they're putting up a hell of a fight.
The defenders are slowly making their way up the scoreboard. We saw very good comebacks through this entire tournament. We saw a 4-0 lead being coming back from. We saw people coming back from like a 6-round lead. So I guess 12-7 score comeback. Right. We're seeing an eco buy from the right. Not kill on. Start to fight. Brimstone trying to get that plant down. Get
Spike down
I got
A.
the spike.
Shot on Punno Gamer. Thalmakal with the shot on Jet. Down to a 4v2. Attackers were on eco buy. And on the eco buy, we are seeing the defenders using their Sage ultimate
Spike
to desperately
planted.
read the round.
Still in sight.
The smoke, hiding inside the smoke, inside lamps. Starts down at B. The defenders have instantly rotated. Killjoy is holding an elbow. Jet is rotating from TP. Which gets the kill. Down to 2v2. AJ7 with the shot.
You should run.
Claudia's trying to go for the ninja defuse. He's defusing.
Last player standing.
Get out of my way.
Jet pulls out their ultimate. They are in this to win the round. Joy needs to put the angle.
One enemy remaining.
Down to a 1v1. Rina is on her ultimate. They need the round. They need the defuse. Otherwise, they're going to lose the game. And
Thrifty.
AJ7 with the finishing blows on Joy.
Attackers
And
win.
that's the round. That's the game for the boosted.
Well, we saw an amazing last round by the Jet of the attackers. She took out 4K and got the attackers the round that they needed.
Good gameplays all around. We are seeing Punno Gamer with a very good combat score of 359 and an even decent econ rating. He was carrying forward his equipment, using dropped up guns, RTX Strixel, tried to keep up with this performance, but Punno Gamer unfortunately was too good for him. We can clearly see the gap. It's 25, 15, 5, and then followed by RTX Trixel with a 19, 17 KD ratio.
Well, that was an amazing match, and we will be back in 10. So stay tuned for the third match of the day 2.
Girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their
Welcome back, guys, to the day 2 of VU Gamers Valorant Premier League, and we are up here for the third match for today. So, as you can see, the third match will begin in a few moments. And with me, my name is Oranja, and with me we have Punnu Gamer from the Boosted. From the last match, he was the top fragger for the Boosted. Congratulations, Punnu, for the awesome win against the Reflex of the Extreme.
Thank you. I accept all the praises I can get. I accept.
Yeah, that was absolute. Whoever was live, whoever was watching that game, and that was too good. Right now, we have that match between. Right now, we have the match between At Your Six versus the Collective, and and it will begin in a few moments, and the stream will begin because the players are not in yet. We have all the players from the defender side here, but not yet from the attacker side. So we're gonna wait for a few minutes, and we'll see how it goes up. Right now, the map is locked on bind. All right, and let's see how it goes. Till that time. All right, I can see a few people in the chat right now. No problem.
Everybody's just saying Samarth Goel is spamming OP.
Yeah, exactly.
I can see one chat from Punno Gamer saying I am God.
Definitely, man. That was too good, and because I mean, remember, if you remember the frags that you got, the 3 frags from the CT while you were flanking them, that was awesome. That caught them by surprise, and they were very. I mean, they needed that round at that moment, so yeah, they couldn't get it either way. So
I mean, I'm gonna be very honest. Even I was surprised.
Definitely. I mean, we all are at some point. We are all surprised by our gameplays, how good we play. Sometimes it just goes in our way. Sometimes we. It's not a day sometimes, and we lose. So that's all in the game.
I'd say from the opponent side, Trexel was the best player because his op shots were just amazing. Even I couldn't keep up. It's just too hard to keep up with Trexel.
And to be honest, the Breach played well. I mean, the Breach's flashes are always very, they're very tough.
I would say Breach is a kind of an annoying agent because you're trying to rush, and then it's just.
And if you give me a choice, whom to nerf right now as an agent, I would say Breach. I
would say Breach is very underrated also.
Yeah, definitely. Breach is very underrated. I see NA's rank 1 Nosy play Breach very well. He's Breach main. And I've seen his lineups on Ascent. That lineup. I mean, if you have played Breach and if you have seen that lineup, you would definitely know that lineup on Ascent for Breach from A side.
Dude, on any map, Breach is just the perfect, defense. I wouldn't say Breach is not very good with attacks, everything. That's just personal opinion. But when defense, it can easily just stop any rush. Just blind the entire team and brrr.
All right, the toss information is here, ladies and gentlemen, and the match between At Your Six versus the Collective. The toss was won by the Collective, and they won and choose to attack. And right now the map is Heaven, and that will be changed. The map will be changed to Heaven in a minute, and we'll be able to begin. Coming back to our Breach topic, Bunnu, and that Breach, I'll argue with you for that. The Breach is actually good in attack too, because that if you want to rush into a site with his flashes, it's very good. And if you have a smoker like Omen or with the buff, the Brimstone itself, you can smoke off the corners, the choke points, and then you can just rush with his flashes. Because anyone who is holding a corner or a side, it's going to be really tough for them.
I would say like any agent is the best in any situation if you just know how to play them.
Yeah, definitely.
That's
Definitely.
yeah.
That's there.
If you don't like, people just try not using, just avoid breach because they don't know how to use them.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, they just
We'll be moving.
Yeah, please go on.
Yeah. We'll be moving on to the game right now, ladies and gentlemen. And on the attacker side, we have the collective, and the collective's players are EC Vice, Assassin. I don't know how to pronounce the third name, Patrick Jane, and Phoenix. And from defenders at your 6, we have You Got Me Gaming, and Casper Sky, Lag, Peace Baba, and Badam. So the map needs to be changed to Heaven right now. I think there is some delay with it.
I think both the teams are very strong.
I mean, if you look at the points table before this day, Collective were at top, right? They had one match, and at your 6 had lost against the Stepbros, if I remember correctly. So this is kind of a crucial game for at your 6 right now, because they have to win this if they want to stay in this competition, this round robin system of tournament. And I believe, I don't know. Let's see who wins right now.
You know,
I can't call a match.
Outside of this tournament, I played with a few players who are playing right now against each other,
Yeah.
like Peace Baba and Assassin. And I would say both of them, or just like almost everybody, is amazing if they choose their main agents. Of course, if they're like just playing for fun. First, okay, that reminds me. I have to say something.
Yeah, definitely.
Yesterday,
Yeah.
we were just playing for fun.
All right.
Okay. We lost because we weren't focused. Today we are focused.
Okay, so you guys lost yesterday because you were playing for fun.
Yeah.
Good. This is a tournament. How are you even playing for fun? That is okay. That you. I would say your team has guts. You are playing.
It's an excuse.
Definitely. I mean, if you lose, you have to give an excuse, and if you win, you can get the chance to flex all day long.
Like I'm doing right now.
Yeah. I mean, anybody can say that from the chat itself. All right.
Oh yeah,
So,
Anuj is saying that it's Caper Sky, not Cat Sky.
Caper Sky. I am sorry, Anuj, for reading that wrong. That is Caper Sky, because we have people with names with Japanese characters, which I do not know. Maybe my friend would, and this is just weird names, man. That's why. So it's Caper Sky. All right.
Everybody has just like very weird names.
Yeah, definitely. And even people at the observers right now, we have very weird names. But yeah.
Coffee, Zigo.
Yeah, Coffee, Zigo. Okay.
One person has just put in some random letters, all caps.
Okay, now we will move on to the game. The game is started.
I would just like to say all the best to both of teams.
Yeah, all the best to both of the teams. You can see from the attackers, Patrick with the Jet. He has not selected it. Lag has insta-locked Jet from defender's side. Alright. At your 6 have come here with knowing their lineup, maybe. They are going with a Jet and a Phoenix with Brimstone, Reyna, and Killjoy. So they're planning. So right now, as I can see, at your 6 is trying to play 3 duelists. And on the collective side, we have EC Vice picking up Phoenix and Tricod picking up Omen. So they have a balanced team. I mean, I won't call it balanced unless we watch them play. But normally, even at pro games, what they choose is one smoker, one sentinel, 2 duelists, and 1 initiator. So
I would say that on a map like Heaven,
yeah,
3 duelists are kind of needed because it's a very big map
definitely.
and you have to rush in places. There's not much of strategy. You can just, if you fail at one side, you have to rush at the other side.
Definitely. Mostly what we see is that someone who is failing at C rotates to A, failing at A rotates to C. There are very few chances people go to B or mid, and they do push from mid to C or mid to A, because that site is very important. Mid is very important to hold, especially from the window. So as we can see,
they haven't taken any healer with them. Only self healers, 2 self healers. That could be down.
That's what I can see. And on the attackers side, I can see they have Cypher. So they decided not to take a healer on this map. They decided for Vision instead. So right now we are in the pistol round. As I can see from the defender side, we have 1 shorty, 2 ghost, and 2 classics. And from the attacker side, we have 3 ghosts and 2 classics. This is going to be a good match. You can just feel it. Cypher decides to put on his... Okay, gets the first frag onto Phoenix. Now they decide to rotate. The attackers decide to rotate right now because Jet gets the first frag on Phoenix right at the entrance. They're slowly pushing here from B. They're pushing here from mid. The attackers decide to push here from mid. The defenders are holding it quite well. There is Vrime at mid and there is Phoenix at... Alright. Yeah, they're moving in very slowly because they have already lost 2 people. They already lost their 2 duelists here, and they have to be very careful with it. Jet, Killjoy, and Reyna on the defender side are down right now. Reyna literally at 10 HP. They're thinking of C right now, if I'm not wrong. Okay, that was a fake rotate, and they are originally right now going to A. Alright, I think there is only 20 seconds left right now on the clock, and this is going to be really tough for the attackers to get the side.
Revealing area.
Still some chance. I don't think they'll have time.
Spike
They'll have
down
to save.
A.
Yeah, they're saving at this point. The round is over. Cypher tries to get a kill. Cypher gets a kill on Phoenix. You have no time right now because Spike takes around 4 seconds. Oh, Cypher gets a kill right now at the end of the round. And that will hurt their economy, definitely. So, right now, we'll have to see whether the defenders try to eco this round. No, they are buying. They're buying the Judge, the Bucky. You can see all the Spectres, the Marshal. And definitely, the attackers don't have the economy to do it. So, they're going with the Ghost and the Classics. So, this is gonna be a crucial round. And after this, we have got the bonus round itself. And we're gonna get the full buys after this, if I'm not wrong. The Vandals and the Phantoms. They're pushing in from mid. They're thinking of going to C right now. They're pushing it from... Alright, someone is going to C right now. Easy by Phoenix takes the first kill.
1 enemy remaining.
On the attacker's Phoenix, and they are suddenly down to only 1 Omen.
Spike planted.
Now that was pretty easy from Jet. Just the up drift and the dash, and she gets the kill. This is going to be... They were absolutely demolished in this round with the eco buy from the attackers themselves. And this is kind of scary for the attackers' perspective, the collective. Because I think the defenders are looking at Prime right now. So, I mean, we can't say because right now we would be getting the full buys. We're getting the Vandals here. Assassin with 1 Phantom and Phoenix 2 from the attacker side.
What I don't get right now is not why the defenders are going back. He's Baba still has a Marshal.
He's Baba holding the Marshal at C. They're slowly. The attackers are not rushing. They're not changing up the pace. That would cause them a lot because okay, Omen gets the first kill on B side onto the Jet. Now the attackers are rethinking now, pushing mid because they know exactly. Defenders know exactly where they are. Now the attackers, they do want to go to B in spite of that. They're rotating back to A right now, and Killjoy is holding that angle for the defenders. And if they're not aware, Cypher puts okay. He does not put on the camera. KJ could get all of them if he's patient enough. We'll see Assassin's drone going inside.
Oh, the drone.
Killjoy gets a kill.
Spike down
and it was
A.
traded by Taj God. Killjoy, that was very patient play. Gets 2 kills, and it's again Omen left at the end.
30
I
seconds
don't think he
left.
can do anything. Tries to blind, but gets spotted. Now it's 3 versus 1, and it's definitely in that pockets of at your six. Okay, no, Omen gets the kill on Phoenix. Omen will use his ulti and TP back to A. Plant the spike. Okay, no,
10
Reina is
seconds
coming
left.
from long. She put in her blind. Omen escaping by a margin. Omen trying to plant. And finally, Reina gets the kill. And it was again a very
Defuse the
easy
spike.
round here for at your 6. I mean, we are not seeing any competition here at this point from the collective. I know the Phoenix and the Omen and the Cypher are playing good for them, but their duelists need to pick up a lot. They are at 0 frags right now. They're duelists, to be honest. They are thinking of C this time. Cypher will put on his trap on A for the backstab. Hold the backstab. So they're initially trying to go through garage to C, but right now they're just pushing A here aggressively. They need a change of pace. Alright, he gets picked off. Jet gets picked off by lag. Lag on top of it, they don't notice. Alright, lag gets picked off by the Omen. And You Got Me Gaming is right now holding C while they have already pushed A, and Cypher will be planting the spike at A right now.
I planted the spike.
There goes
I know
A.
exactly.
And Cypher will be using his ult.
One enemy remaining.
He gets picked off. That was very interesting from Bezawa. He just used his smart operator and picked him off. Exactly. I mean, I would say the collective, as I said, are already, they're not picking up the pace. They have to change. They have to either, right now they're pushing a side together. I think they just have to, split and attack different sides to get information at this point. Because from what I'm seeing, Atrio 6 are very comfortable with the defenders.
Here.
We have Peace Baba with the operator on him. And we have the spy on this round. But this is looking tough for the collective right now.
Would you like to predict the round start? Who will be the first attack?
Alright, I think they'll pick off Jet. If she peeks, they'll pick off Jet. They're stagnant right now. They're just not doing anything. Assassin with the reveal. Waiting for the reveal, waiting for the flashes from Phoenix. Right now. Spams into the smoke. The Vandals. They know exactly. The defenders now know that they are at C, that they will be pushing C, so they gather that Phoenix is holding Garage here, and Reina. Jet dashes in, and Reina is holding that side. Nice play. They get the span the spike,
planted.
and now the attackers have to just hold Phoenix with the volley on himself.
Launching smoke.
Inflicting his own. He just volleyed on himself, and that just affected Omen. which was, he just lost a lot of health there. Matches at Phoenix coming in with the flash, Cypher's A, and gets killed, and that was the first round for the attackers. That was 1, 2, 3 quick, and quick kills right there at the end of the round. And they finally they needed this round because it was a forced buy from them. Their economy had taken a huge loss. So even if they had not won this round, they would have, staggered a lot.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
This is...
That goes there.
Get out of my way!
One of the attackers, agent. This guessing game is quite.
Because they're gonna hold it so well. See, we can already see Killer shooting.
Okay, no. The defenders are pushing it. Right. Lag is
Jump over!
He is flanking the attackers from A to C, and the attackers are already in.
That was a very big play. Omen teleported just to get some info.
Yeah. That was actually very good play for the attackers. They're getting a hold of it slowly. And Phoenix is currently pushing from. Okay, lag with the kill on Phoenix.
Oh, nice shot.
Last player standing.
Omen is holding this tight ankle right now, and I don't think Jet would be expecting this. She will not be expecting this. The shot darts are nice. She has no idea where the Omen is right now. And oh my god, that was excellent from Patrick Jane. Would you believe that? That was unreal.
I would say lag whiffed in the last round because those are a lot of feral shots.
Yeah,
she wasted her ult and
she got one kill on Phoenix, but Patrick getting that kill at the end was absolutely great. That was a very stable ulti from her. And let's see what now. The thing is, they are holding right now, right? The attackers, I thought, would be changing the pace. They would be going they would be rushing inside the sides, but they are playing the game.
No, but it's kind of complete opposite because attackers are holding now. They're waiting for them to rotate, and then they're trying to
exactly. Because last round we saw how the defenders were pushing in. Now Jet comes into the hook out, takes the kill. She knows where she is. With the bucking, could not do anything at all. And Patrick takes off the head. Reyna is holding this side at mid, and she will get the kill on Patrick.
You know what? 2 or 3 people are just now were holding a flank. There's nobody there.
Yeah, definitely. They're just holding. Phoenix is right now. The Cypher is just holding a flank, and they are peeking in from the window, B window itself. And
I would say they're being a little too careful with their shots.
Exactly, they're gonna waste their time here. If I believe they're being too careful at it. I mean, they're planning on going to C. All of them pushing from C, and there is Reyna holding at B and Phoenix coming from A to B.
30 seconds left.
See, but nobody's holding C right now.
Nobody's holding C right now, and they have a good chance but you do have for information the turret.
But that was a quick rotate.
Exactly, that's a quick rotate. Now they know exactly there was a Cypher cage, and then you get the Phoenix kill on Reyna, and you'll also get killed off by itself. The plant was just in time. There were 2 seconds left, and Killjoy getting the kill right now. And there's 2v2. Cypher is holding that angle. If they do not pick the kill off, they can get the kill. Phoenix nice shot with the finger. I mean, that was an angle to check. If they wouldn't have checked that angle, it would have been a massive disaster for them. To be honest, they'll pick up the Vandals going into the next round, and the defenders are up by 5-2. Haven it's a huge map, to be honest. It's the largest map. If you not, I mean, it's larger than an icebox.
Even though attackers have 3 options where to plant, it's still very it's like, I would say it's very difficult for the defenders because they have to
exactly. I would
sides, and it's easier for the attackers. But
that's my point, because it is tough for both of them. I wouldn't say that they are winning because the defenders have it easy. Definitely not. So lag with the op here on C, and Omen trying to get.
This was a very smart play by the attackers to drop the spike at the spawn, so that even if somebody goes in and dies, the spike is not lost, and they can, hold it.
Exactly.
Brimstone is holding a very interesting position right now.
All right. Yeah. Brimstone is holding those. This kind of position is seen on Bind from B window. He's holding that from B window here at Heaven right now, and as you can see the camera going in, showing that angle that Brimstone is holding.
Brimstone is not seeing Jet right now. Oh god.
Brimstone has seen Jet. Brimstone is waiting for everyone to come into his zone, but gets traded off right now. That was quite patience from Brimstone. And the Omen with the spike here.
Deploying drone.
That was a good.
Brimstone had in that.
Exactly. The trigger discipline was very
30 seconds
important,
left.
especially when you're holding those angles with that much patience. You need to have that trigger discipline, or else you get no kills, even if you know the info that they are moving in. So,
out of charges.
They're planning to push into A, and Reyna is currently holding the site. The smoke comes in with the Heaven. So does the blind. The Reyna comes
10
in
seconds
with
left.
her blind itself. I think the plant will go in because
Hard rushing.
they're hard rushing A. Phoenix with the volley here, and oh my god, that was
Planted the spike. Perfect.
That was an excellent molly. They planted the spike to defend.
One
The attackers have a
enemy
chance. No, Phoenix gets the kill with his running back. And right now, Sova with the short cut, just short of the spike, and Sova gets killed from by Reyna. That was an interesting round, to be honest, because that was a very methodical round. The very tricky play from Brimstone, as you say, and I mean, they could have, the attackers could have easily gotten the round because, as you know, the Phoenix and the Cypher were slow with their rotation. But Phoenix had his run it back, and the ults count.
Yeah, Phoenix just used the run back and got like one kill under Heaven.
And then Molly onto the plant side where Omen was planting, that was so crucial.
Molly was perfect, I would say.
And Molly was on.
Here.
And the Omen could not go because he just sacrificed himself, went in through the plant. So even if he would have died, because that was important.
Okay, so three attackers are holding Seer.
Lag is holding this op right at that gap where, and on the right hand side we can see Phoenix hiding. And right now they are holding garage, and all right, the drone comes in from the Sova for the information.
Joke's over.
Okay, the attackers, Phoenix with his run it back with his ult, and will he get a kill? Will he be able to get a kill? No, he does not. That is unfortunate, but Assassin gets 2 kills in a row. Baba with his ult. That was a very good ult. Denying the plant from the attackers. Now finally the plant will go in.
Spike planted.
It must have really affected Brimstone's morale. Not getting any kills on his ult. Yeah.
All of them backed off. Now Omen is inside the smoke here, and ECY is holding long.
They have the number advantage. Attackers have a number. Okay, so KJ has chosen to save.
Both of them have chosen to save right now. Because that's the wiser thing to do right now, because they are against 4 versus 2 with KJ with almost no health at all. So
yeah, but I don't think Brimstone is saving though. Brimstone is trying to get an exit track.
Yeah, he's trying to get it, but I don't think they'll give them. Brimstone flanking with trying to get an exit track. That's interesting,
Brimstone
but
is
no.
holding a very interesting position.
Will come in. Will he get a kill? Oh no!
Nice try by Brimstone.
Nice try, but they lost the gun. I mean, Brimstone shouldn't have gone in. He lost his Phantom, which is
last round was very unlucky for Brimstone overall.
That was very unlucky from him. He's not getting off the kills. He's using the op, but he's a controller, so he's getting his smokes right on time. And after the buff on Brimstone, I think his smokes are pretty annoying, to be honest. His smokes are so annoying. You can't see through. Those are not hollow like the Omen. The Omen smokes, so you can't see anything inside those
Nowhere
smokes
to
too. They're pretty
run.
annoying. Assassin with his does not get. He will not get. Alright, damage. Reveals Phoenix, gets some damage. Phoenix will put in his molly and heal himself, but he'll lose that armor definitely. And lag with the fucking on Ray. He wants to flank, but he won't. I don't think so. The attackers are holding the okay. Phoenix with the kill right now.
Oh god. Assassin.
Killjoy gets the frag.
One
And they are
enemy
down
remaining.
5 versus 2. There was 5 versus 1. And Reyna gets the kill on Omen. And alright, he gets a kill. Cypher gets a kill. He's with the spike. He'll die eventually. And this is the defenders round already.
Nice round.
That was a nice for the defenders, and they knew exactly where they were coming. They knew the strategy. But I would say the attackers, the last 2 rounds that they have won by holding. So
Exactly.
I think it's the strategy itself to hold a lot and then move in slowly. But this time it was read very well by the defenders.
You know what? I think attackers have to change the strategy now. Holding is not gonna help them now.
Exactly, they have to change the strategy. Playing, faking, whatever
Get
it
out of my
is.
way.
I mean, they have to change it. They either have to rush in, or just send in both their duelists up front, hold back with the 3 of them, the controller and the initiator. That's up to them. But lag holding here
Enemy
at
mark.
A, and he gets spotted
Attacker
by
Phoenix is
one.
holding a very interesting angle right now. Brimstone is right there. They can easily.
Brimstone, exactly. The Omen could get a frag here. Now Patrick moves in with his ult. He spots that bot from Killjoy.
I don't think
and,
Phoenix. I don't think Patrick knows Phoenix is there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Phoenix with the molly. Now he'll know that Phoenix is right
Nice
there.
Molly. Nice.
Nice molly. But that was very bad use of his nice Patrick. That was very bad. I mean,
That
he
right
just
click
right
was
click.
the-
That was exactly. That was a weird one. That right click was nowhere. That was way out of the town. Now they have sight. They have the control of the B
Spike
side right
down.
now.
C.
Okay,
They're all
so he's
holding
a
angle.
proper
30
position
seconds
right now.
left.
Top position.
Easy
Now he
get the
could,
attacker
he could, yeah,
there.
perfect. He gets the
One
kill.
enemy remaining.
And now there's 3 versus 1. Omen gets the kill
I
on
think
Killjoy,
Reyna-
and
Nice.
I thought
Nice.
Capital. Yeah, I thought the Reyna would want to save this round,
Last
but
round
I don't
before
think
the
so.
switch.
But it was too late.
She
Yeah.
Exactly, she just went in and the assassin got her head off. So this is the last round right now. It's a full buy round if I expect. Lag with the buying the
KJ, defender KJ and defender Jet have their ults ready. They can easily use them. And
Yeah, and
Omen
Cypher
could
and
easily
Omen.
teleport from one side. to
Omen could hold Omen could hold the spike. They could fake A side
Standing
and
ahead.
move. Like Omen could take the spike to C with one guy holding long and C. That could be a strategy right there. But they
Let's see what
push-
Omen does in this round because Omen
Right.
used his last ult to get some intel openly.
Exactly. I mean, the Omen's ult is for intel and is for those backstab plays, which is very important. They push in from garage right now, and they're mostly holding. Cypher with the spike window, and Phoenix gets some damage to Jet, Patrick, and
I would say Jet and Jet was very successful in intimidating Phoenix out of the garage.
intimidating Phoenix and pushing him back.
Yeah.
And now I think they will go back to A, and we can see Lag holding with her off. And she has not moved. She is still holding. If
Jet
she
can
gets
easily
and
get a frag right now.
She missed it.
Nice.
She missed it bad. Nice try. She missed it bad, but nice try. But now she can get the kill on Assassin. Takes out a knife.
That was the worst flash ever.
30 seconds
Okay,
left.
Omen teleports, but no. Omen. I thought Jet would get the kill on Omen, but
I
Omen
know
gets the kill on Jet
exactly where
instead.
you are.
Now they are moving in. They have to take. Now Cypher has to plant the spike. He is not planting the spike. This is very interesting. The time is running out. These are with her
10
ult.
seconds
That
left.
Reyna is flanking them.
Spike
Exactly.
planted.
But Killjoy with her ult, now they have to move out of the ult. Oh, that was an excellent nade. How did he? How?
Okay, perfect. I think they've got this.
Perfect.
Going up.
Exactly. I think they've got this now. They have their round in their hand. Phoenix just have to hold them off.
Last player
Take
standing.
it out.
They have taken
One
the round.
enemy
Phoenix was
remaining.
holding now with the wall, and they got the defuse, and yeah. That was.
Switching sides.
I mean, it was fantastic from Killjoy. If you watch that
Yeah.
round, because Killjoy put that ult and could have used her storm grenade exactly the location where the ult was ending, and Cypher was going to hide.
Exactly.
That's too good. I mean, that just made the round because if Cypher wouldn't have died, they would have gotten the round. The attackers, it's 8-4 again. It's
I can imagine everybody trying to panic Reina in the last round when everybody was just detained. Reina just tried to rush in and just got completely obliterated by Phoenix.
And that was not a good strategy to just run in. She thought she could just run in and put off that ulti from Killjoy, but that did not work out definitely. Now, starting of the round, we have Soba's reveal coming from
All
there
of them
and
rotating instantly. I don't think that was a fake. That wasn't a fake. They just got scared of.
they just got scared and they just pushed back from Seaside and now they're moving on to A. Now, Jet is holding with the lag is using a sheriff and the Jet is using a shorty. The Jet gets killed.
Okay, exactly. Instantly.
Assassin.
That was an amazing kill by Lag.
That was a good kill from her, definitely. And right now, Lag is holding the sheriff. The Omen. Lag gets another kill on Omen. That was good. That was a great one tap from Lag. You see Vice now.
Spike planted.
See, I have to tell you, I'm a bronze player, so any shot by a diamond player is just amazing for me.
I'm a bronze player too, so that is definitely. I mean, the one tap, all of them are holding long, and Jet is flanking with the classic. Patrick is flanking with the classic right now. They know where the Jet is. They can.
Nobody's holding a spike right now.
Nobody's holding the spike right now. They're all
Last player standing.
Okay, no,
that was good. I mean, they were all holding long, so I mean, the Jet could have just wasted time a bit more so that the Phoenix could have gotten the defuse with his wall.
They heard the free fire. The Phoenix kill.
Yeah, they held the free fire.
Garage to see. They heard the free fire, and then KJ decided to use her mall.
They rotated twice. They went from C to A and A to C. That was interesting play right there.
You know what to do.
I don't know what to say.
That was some amazing kill.
The attack. I mean, actually, is quite fast. I mean, we can see the difference in pace they are going right now. Jet with entry pack right now. That was so cool. Cypher holding garage right now for the defenders, but people get the kill on.
It's getting a little hard for
Last player standing.
hold garage
Cypher.
right now.
It's the attacker's name unless we see a miracle from Cypher getting off. He's using a classic and with the Spectre on him. I mean, that was quite expected.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Cypher got like I think Cypher got 68 tag from just the molly.
Jet dashing in, getting the 2 kills, the 2 entry frags, that was too good.
Was
I mean,
amazing, yes.
we all love to see Jet plays. That dash is just, we want more. That is,
The perfect dash and the perfect timing of the updraft is just
it's just amazing. We all love to see those amazing Jet outplays that they do, and right now they are holding this time at your 6, and it's the collective that have not pushed really, but they're holding the garage side very aggressively right now. And Cypher moves from garage to C right now, and Killjoy taking the orb from C, and they all decide now to rotate back to A. I think the defenders have a good idea of where they're coming from because Jet is holding the side.
I think it's a good idea to hold. I chose the attackers.
She'll get a kill.
Spike down
I
A.
guessed it right. I thought he'll get the kill. Now they push on. They have the Phoenix and Omen gets Phoenix and Omen gets one kill each, and Vrime gets one kill.
No, Simon could have easily taken out 3 people.
Exactly, but that was a whiff right there.
Okay, I don't know how.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Holding all those volley placements from under heaven to. That was amazing. That molly was amazing.
That molly from
Need a drop.
exactly that molly was good, but yeah, Assassin gets the 2K and they have the round. So that was a crucial play from Assassin. The transfer was good from Assassin, I would say, from one person to another, one player to other, and it's 10-5, and I'm not really sure if there is going to be a comeback. What do you think?
I don't think so. There's gonna be comeback.
I mean, I think
Get
the
out of my
attackers,
way.
if they do not falter massively, they're going to win this match.
I mean,
Matches
they
is
could try
No
to
more
get
charges
some
left.
kills and
Cage
everything,
trick.
but I don't
You
think
should
they're gonna-
run.
Okay, now Jet is aggressive. Comes back using Killjoy's ult. Now she updrifts. She can get the kill on Omen. She gets the kill on Omen right now. And Jet, the defender's Jet, is going up to heaven right now with her off. Now it's 3v5. I don't know.
Jet is
if
holding that angle very nicely right now.
Yeah, right now she's holding.
Yeah.
If she gets the frag on Phoenix, it's gonna be a nice game. I mean, it's gonna be a equal game if I'm not mistaken. Phoenix pushing, can he get a frag? Yeah, he gets a frag on lag, but gets instantly traded out by Reyna. He's holding that Haven with his crosshair placement, and I think this is their round. Now look at, I think they're saving. They just want to get exit strike right now because I can see Sova holding that angle. Sova gets picked off by.
You know, I noticed it like in the when the attack defenders, like I don't know, I forgot. The Brimstone also tried to get an exit frag, very unsuccessful.
Exactly, they are not good at getting those exit frags definitely because their Sova just got killed by. I mean, those defenders at exit frags are quite not working for both the sides.
Yeah,
to be
so
honest.
both teams.
Both teams, exactly. They were not working on both teams. So I don't know.
Okay, Reyna got tagged.
Tagged, I mean, she's down to 37. That's interesting because
Okay, now Reyna has to get a kill to get,
I don't think she does. Patrick gets a shot on. That's the operator for you. On Reyna down to 70 right now.
Okay.
Now this is their round.
That's
This
a
is
nice
4v2. That was a nice round. Their entry frag from that he put Reyna down. Jet put Reyna down so much that it was tough for Reyna
Last player
to
standing.
eventually come back. Now the Brimstone's down. This is a good play from the defenders, and this will be their round to claim. They'll pick up the Vandals because I don't think I think they will be rotating right now, just flanking him, getting the kill, not leaving him alive. I don't think they would want that.
Right here.
I'm not trying to hunt them down. That's fine. And they don't want to lose any more members here.
I was thinking
But
that Brimstone would save, but no,
30 seconds left.
No, he's not. Exactly, he's going in, and Omen just smoked that garage entrance off, and
like Omen knows that Brimstone is there, so he's just making his presence known.
it's an easy kill for them right now. But I'm surprised they're not pushing and getting the kill from them. It's just 4v1.
I think
They know
10
that
seconds left.
Brimstone is just saving now, and he's waiting for an exit frag.
Again, an exit frag. I don't know if he
God.
will get in.
Did Brimstone defenders won? Oh no, wait.
Yeah, defenders won, obviously.
Yeah.
You got it confused, I know. But yeah.
I thought Brimstone was better.
No, the Brimstone.
Trying to-
But I mean, they could have easily crippled their economy if they killed Brimstone, but the Brimstone saved that gun.
I can
He
see
saved his Vandal.
Brimstone
Need equipment.
has an urge
Thanks.
to get exit tracks in like almost every round if he's alive.
I mean, he's pretty much alive. He's the last one alive in pretty much all the rounds. They have lost, I think. So he's pretty much holding. He's playing that role of a controller, but yeah, Brimstone gets tagged. He's half his health. Lact is spamming the Vandal through the window here. And the attackers are holding right now. I just say, oh, that was a good shot from the operator by Patrick. This is quite a slow round. They're pushing C. They're rotated because of that kill.
Yeah.
Sova wants to reveal her on Q. The ult from Brimstone on Q, but nobody dies. Sova Reina gets the kill on Sova. And that's so it's now 4v3. They have a man advantage here. So this is very crucial right now. The Phoenix will run it back and gets no kill. Now they're holding this. They're holding long. That's the free hold right now. And however, Reina on her ult is aggressively pushing, trying to get the frag. She gets the frag on Phoenix. She will dismiss. And she gets Cypher just whiffed right there. The Cypher could have just popped Reina off, but Reina instead just gets the kill and dismisses off. Instead, right now it's just the Omen has no chance. He is 23 health right now. He just have to back off from this round, and it's going to be 12-6.
I would say like it wasn't a very smart play, Reina. Push.
Definitely. I mean, it wasn't a smart play, but it
definitely paid off.
Exactly, it paid off. That's one thing. I mean, she made it pay off. She played excellently right there. I mean, I still can't believe Cypher missed those shots right there.
Easily taken out Reina right.
Exactly. Exactly. She was right in his sights, and that was not expected from Cypher. They could have easily got the round. It would have been 2v2. They were holding long, and that Omen could have just moved long and taken the defuse while he would have held with his camera. So that's the thing. They are pushing Alien aggressive for the last round, for the win here. With the orb, Jet dashes into the smoke.
Oh my wire.
And there gets the frag on Phoenix. Lag gets the frag on. That's the
Player standing.
Lag is on fire. He gets 3 kills back to back here. We know who is the winner.
Yeah,
We just know it at this point.
Easily won. This is their round now.
It's obviously nowhere, and there we go.
Attackers win.
Yob gets the kill on Sova. We have the round. We have the match winner. Add your six. Finally get the 2 points on both that they needed so much, because they had lost that last match yesterday against Stepbros. So that was great here. We can see Reina here top fragging, and on my screen right now we can see Lag and
top fragging the entire match, not just a team frag. It's just match and
I thought they. I mean, if you look at the frags right now, Reina outperformed all, because her KD is just not comparable to all the others. If I see, because the others have, especially everyone from Assassin to Phoenix right now, everyone has a KD lower than 1.
I would say Reina was risking in a lot of rounds, especially that last round. Reina could have easily died if Cypher didn't win.
Definitely. I mean, that second last round of Reina pushing in with her ulti,
That was just.
that was ridiculous.
I mean, I was getting stressed out. I don't know why.
Exactly. It was so exhilarating. We're getting stressed out, man. I mean, Cypher can get the kill right now, but he did not. I mean, obviously, Valorant matches are so intense with all those abilities on the characters. It's just, even the people who are just observing get hyped up for no reason. That's definitely there.
You know, I would say that they started off great. You know,
Yeah, definitely.
you know,
And
it was
I
kind
believe-
of obvious they can't come back after that.
I mean, after the 8-4, if they could have gotten at least the pistol rounds and that bonus round, they could have won. They could have just come back into the game. But unfortunately, that did not go their way. And yeah, it was always
You know,
that-
but that was an amazing try. Like, if I am playing and I lost 3 or 4 rounds consecutively, I would be just so demoralized. I would just rage quit.
I mean, Valorant can be sometimes very annoying.
Yeah.
It's just right in your face when you're just dying. We're just getting one tapped round after round. It can be very annoying. People, when we are playing ranked, if you can see people smurfing in ranked, that is so annoying.
That's
People from
just-
diamond and gold coming up and playing against bronze people like.
Yeah, this is ruining everybody's experience.
True. I mean, you're just carrying single-handedly the team you are on, and it is just ruining our day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
People are just blaming themselves.
But back to back, we have two matches which were not close, which were dominated by a single team right
Mhm.
now. Your team, obviously, Babasir dominated that match against Extreme.
I mean, I'm not gonna brag, but okay.
You don't have to brag. I'm giving you the credit. So yeah, definitely. So guys, we will be taking a 3 minutes break right now, and we'll be moving on to the last and the final match for today.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Nails done.
All right, that was the match 3 of Valorant Premier League Day 2 by Zenevia, powered by Ethereal Events, Digigrad, Climb Central, Prep Byte, and Dare to Compete. Patrick Jen, how does it feel to lose?
I'm reconsidering my choice of recasting now. But yeah, but again, losing is obviously part of the game, and well, in the starting of the match, we lost a few, we lost a bit of round that lost us the momentum, and on the CT we were gaining back the momentum, but we didn't have the lead to keep up. Like we didn't have the margin to lose rounds, and well, we lost rounds. So yeah.
All right, we have the details for match 4. It's Vrime Pandals versus the Stepbros. We have toss winner as Stepbros, and they have chosen to attack on the map Ascent, and defending against them will be Vrime Pandals. What is your opinion on the map Ascent and the toss winner Stepbros' pick to go attack?
Well, attack is something like generally all the toss winners go for defense. Attack, if they're going for attack, they must have some really amazing players that we're gonna see in this match.
All right then. So this is match 4, Vrime Pandals versus the Stepbros, day 2 of Valorant Premier League. We're just waiting upon all the participants to join the match. We'll start with the match soon. So I'll just recap yesterday's points table. At the end of day 1, we had the collective at 2 points, Stepbros at 2 points, Skeptics at 2 points, Babasir at 2 points, and at 0 points we had at the 6, Vrime Pandals, Reflex to Extreme, and the Boosted. Today's points table shall be released tomorrow. Stay tuned for match 4 of Valorant Premier League.
Well, we've seen quite a few matches on Ascent this entire tournament. I think we saw 2 matches on Ascent yesterday, and this is going to be the third match on Ascent today.
Ascent is a pretty popular map as compared to relatively other maps. Haven map was the first, the match 3 between At Your 6 and the Collective. Haven is an interesting pick with its 3 different sites. I mean, you have to choose which site to actually attack from. The central site is usually a little bit underplayed as compared to A or C. So who won the toss? You guys won the toss. You chose to attack, but you in the starting of the game could not gain the momentum and the necessary push you needed to get the game going. And At Your 6 got the better of you at the map Haven. So I'm guessing Haven was their choice.
No, Haven was our choice, and we lost the toss. Like, it's not exactly a choice. It's like a banning phase. So we ban one map, the other team bans one map, and then we finally land on a map, and that's how we landed on Haven. And well, that was what we were going for, but that didn't work well for us.
All right, it's fine. I mean, you lose some, you win some. Everybody has their good days. You had a very amazing game yesterday. Today is just not the day for you.
Yeah.
Patrick, I'm inviting you to the game. Join in. All right, we have the attackers here and the defenders. From the attacking side, we have Gambler, Death Gods, Not Kyle, Reflex. Patrick, what are you doing on the attacking team? And from the defenders side, we have Critical, Ghost Freak, Dr. Jinx, X Azriel, and Vedantis. Defending on this map will be Vrime Pandals, and attackers are Stepbros. Well, we're just waiting for the last attacker to join in, and we shall start soon.
After underperforming for one match, I thought might as well play for the attackers and redeem my name, you know.
I mean, it's fine. Again, like everybody has their good days. You can't expect one person to be on their 100% or 24/7. So let's see how this match follows. We're just waiting for the last person from the attacking team to join us, and we shall start with the match soon. Yes. We're having some interesting fixing discussions between Vrime Pandals and the Stepbros. for rounds on stream. Ah, yes. Very wholesome chat. guys, सारे rounds मत लेना. Guys, हमें भी थोड़े rounds जीतने देना, guys.
I just love to see fake humility, you know.
Ah, yes. I mean, this will be the last match for today. We shall continue with our next matches tomorrow. We saw Babasir versus the Skeptics in the first round. The Boosted versus Reflex to Extreme in the second round. At Your 6 versus the Collective in the third round. This will be the last match for today. Vrime Pandals versus the Stepbros. So, how would you go about playing Ascent as the defenders?
Well, so in the starting, you just need the pistol round. So either you it's okay. I'll start off with the most conventional thing, of course, 2B, 2A, 1 mid. You hold up the sides. You try and hold up the push till your team rotates in. You take back the side and you get the round. That's conventionally how you play it. But there are various approaches to it. You can just stack one side if you're feeling like gambling. If you're feeling like you're in Vegas, you could just go on one side and take the odds.
All right. We have the last attacker joining us. We shall be starting with the match soon. Match 4, Vrime Pandals versus the Stepbros.
Of course, people need to go to the range just before the match, man.
Of course, man. यार भाई range leave कर यार, copy start कर दिया bro, क्या कर रहे हो तुम?
It's like going to the exam without doing your homework, and then just before, like 1 minute before the exam, you're like, चलो revision करते हैं, पूरे साल की पढ़ाई 1 minute में करेंगे, easy peasy.
Of course. Vedanta's career, please leave the range. Literally 20 people mating one. Anyway, so as an attacker, like you said that on defense, you're supposed to go for the 2-1-2 strategy, 2 people on one mid, or for quick rotates and 1 on the other side. But in the pistol round, everybody has very underwhelming equipment. So if the attackers are able to stack one side and actually rush in and take side control, it actually puts a lot of pressure on the defenders. Even if it is a defender-sided map, the first rounds are usually more advantageous for the attackers, as taking a 5v2 or a 5v3 on one side with very underwhelming equipment can always be triumphed by the number of men you have in the area. And if you clear corners and push in using your equipment with good coordination, then it actually puts the pressure on defenders. What do you say?
Yeah, that's true. But again, that's how the game is designed. You know, if you don't even have a numerical disadvantage on the CT side, then it would be near about impossible if you're having a 5v5 every round, and like the cities are not split in the map, are not split in A and mid. And of course, there's no point of having an attack team. It's very, very hard for the attack team to win such rounds. So that's how the game is made, to that this defending side has to split their men in such a way that they cover all the sides, and then the people who are on the side, they have to buy enough time for the team to rotate.
Like we can say that the maps are relatively defender-sided because the defenders have a man disadvantage of holding sides. So to get in those rotations on most of the maps, like Bind, Haven, for example, the defenders usually have a shorter rotation path as compared to the attackers. Attackers have to take a very long route on some of the maps, especially maps without any TP potential to rotate. So it's kind of like a balancing thing which the developers have put into the game, where the defenders are put at a man disadvantage when people are taking side control, but they have advantage on rotation. So it's in the end, I guess it gets down to who has the better communication and who has the better strategy.
Yeah, well, rotation time is definitely one of the factors that make a map attacker-sided or defender-sided. But again, then the number of entry points you have on one side, like say we're speaking about Ascent, we have one entry point for the attackers on B, we have one entry point on mid, and we have 2 entry points of A short and A main on A. So according in a map like if the like Icebox or there's so many angles you have to check, so many corners you have to take, so many angles you have to take control of, and so many corners you have to check. In a map like Bind, a Jet can just sit in any corner with a judge, and if you're the attacker and you have to clear so many angles, you might just go lacking in clearing one of those angles, and you'll pay the price for that.
I mean, that is true. So we have all the attackers and all the defenders here. We shall be starting soon with the match 4 of Valorant Premier League Day 2 by Zenevia. Powered by Ethereal Events, Digigrad, Climb Central, Prep Byte, and Dare to Compete. On the attacking side, we have Gambler, Death Gods, Not Kyle, Reflex, and OFWG KTA. And on the defender side, we have Critical, Ghost Freak, Dr. Jinx, X Israel, and Vedantis. Let's move on with the match. Yeah, T gave me क्यों चाहिए तुम्हें shout out? Like why? Just change your name and I'll actually give you a shout out. I mean, I kind of did, but ठीक है.
Well, he did achieve his goal by using his name, so
bruh.
Who's the real winner here?
Names like these do be getting people banned from Twitch, man. Straight up.
It would be really fun if in this tournament, like, of course, not in a form of trolling, but many times I've seen a lot of matches where people are going for 5 duelist picks or some new unconventional composition. Like it gets a bit stale after a point when you're seeing 2 duelists, Sentinel, and 1 smoke, and the matches tend to become a bit monotonous after that. But yeah.
All right, let's move on to the pick quiz. The map is assigned match 4 Vrime Pandals versus the Stepbros. Here's the draft. Over to you.
Okay, so from the attackers, we're seeing Sova, Omen, Jet, Killjoy, and Not Kyle has not picked deck. From the defense, we're seeing Yoru. I'm not sure if that's gonna stick, but that'll be a first in this tournament. Viper and Reyna. So we have 1 Omen on each side, and we don't have a Sentinel on the defense actually.
It's interesting turn of events towards the defender side. We're seeing 5 Reynas and 1 Yoru.
Oh man, I wish I could go. Our team could go 5 Jets. Honestly, I would do it.
Yes. All right, the attackers have locked in their picks. We are seeing 1 Sova, 1 Reyna, 1 Omen, Jet, and a Killjoy. They have a pretty standard loadout with 2 duelists, 1 initiator, 1 sentinel, and a controller. And on the defender side, we are seeing a probable Phoenix Jet pick on the duelist
Select your
side.
agent.
Sentinel is Killjoy, and actually now they changed to Cypher and Sage, and 1 Omen.
Well, unfortunately, we won't be seeing any Yoru gameplay this match.
Oh my god, I actually want to see some Astra and Yoru gameplay. I mean, people have settled down to the game style of the old operators when the game was released. So obviously, it'll take some time for them to get used to the new, I would not say DLC, but the newer operators who have been released recently.
Yeah, that's pretty true. Like, Astra is too new for a person to play in a tourney. Yoru, we could be seeing some gameplay, but very few people tend to become Yoru wins. So we're into the pistol round of the last match for today, and we're seeing 3 classics, a frenzy, and a ghost on the defense, and we're seeing 4 classics and a ghost on the attack.
Alright, we can see the attackers trying to make a play for A. The defense have their defense spread out pretty thin with the standard 2-1-2 strategy, which we were talking about. Let's see who gets the first pick into the round. The attackers trying to go for a more beefy loadout with their light shields and classics with 1 ghost on their team, and the defense having a spread out loadout. Attackers have the spike, they're making their way down A. Who's gonna get the first pick? Have they been called out? Yes. Yes, they have been called out. Phoenix Sage making the rotation from B to A. Trying to get the first pick. Both teams putting that down range. Omen with his setup smokes. Jet smokes himself off in smoke. Jet dashes into the side. Does the stuff with answer. So he gets flashed. And exception is the first pick into the game. OMCDA getting the trade. Goes with the headshot on not so Kyle. Down to a 4v3. The attackers one man down. So I believe able to get the plant down. Nano from those sides. With Death God's unable to push. There's the volley from Phoenix. Defenders are trying to stop the plant before it can actually go down. Down to a 3v3. Death God's going to the plant under the heaven. Jet
Spike
covering
planted.
him. They get the plant down. Defenders playing for retake. There is the bolt for the information. Gets destroyed instantaneously. Top start from Death God. Death God gets the kill.
Last player standing.
Difficult retake.
One
for
enemy
defenders.
remaining.
Down to 1v1. Phoenix gets the kill and at 10 HP with the clutch and the defuse. This is a good round for the defenders.
Well, if you see, Phoenix got a 4K this round, so he put up a really amazing round. The defense had a pretty solid hold on it. They got inside. They had a perfect execution. So basically, when you saw Jet smoke herself, she was trying to protect herself from Sova's recon dart. So basically, Sova's recon dart doesn't scan people inside smokes. But Jet was a bit late in putting down the smoke and she got spotted. That was followed by the enemy team Jet's dash and a smooth execution. They got the side, they got the plant. But unfortunately, Phoenix clutched that round for the defense.
Alright. We're seeing some light bias from the defender side, trying to gain that momentum and keep it going. A little safety bias from the attacking side. Attackers get the orb outside B. Sage is put down her wall. There goes the drone for the information. Killjoy trying to break the wall down with a knife. Sage with her orb to slow them down. Will a nade screw them up. Attackers rotating back to mid link. Have they been called out yet? Omen holding outside market. Killjoy with the short peek. Will she be able to spot them before? Killjoy has a nanoswarm setup over there. Who's gonna get the first pick into the round? Gets destroyed. Critical with the headshot on not Kyle. First pick into the round. Attackers down man.
No more.
Attackers holding short. They have been called out. Defenders rotated from B to A. Gonna get the next pick. Omen trying to set up smokes on side. They're making a play for A. Or down to a 4v4. This can go any way whatsoever. There's the molly from Phoenix.
Spike down A.
Spikes down outside A. Down to a 4v3. Attackers one man down. Vedantas gets the kill on Death Gods. Down to a 4v2. Defenders having the advantage.
30
Spikes
seconds
down.
left. Last player
Gets
standing.
the kill on Gambler. Attackers down to last man. Jet gets flashed. Gets flashed. That's another round for the defenders. The defenders are going to carry forward their equipment into the next round.
Well, that was an amazing round. The main goal of the attackers in the second round is to get as many picks as you can on the defense. Like, of course, if you somehow are able to win that round, that's of course an added bonus. But generally, the main goal of the second round is to get as many picks as possible. But the defense did a pretty good job of not losing too many men or gun over there. With just one man down, they got the round, and we're seeing a full buy from the attack.
Standing ahead.
This is an interesting pick. The defenders relatively have weaker guns. We are seeing Spectres and Stingers. Meanwhile, full buy with sort of light armors on the attacking side. Attackers trying to get that first pick. One pushing A. Two people holding mid. Omen at high mid. Killjoy looking for the backstab free kill. Attackers pushing down mid. Omen has his smoke set up. There goes the Sova drone for the information. Attacker gets the bolt on Phoenix. Sova with his ultimate. Will he be able to track Phoenix? Tag them once, but is unable to get the next time. Reina is pushing in. XS Real is holding a CD. Kyle gets the kill on critical. First he gets the instant trade. Doctor Jinx with the kill on Gap.
Spike down B.
4 teams down. Defend attackers down to man. Down to 3v2. X down outside B. Sova is making his way towards A.
Last player standing.
Azrael gets the kill on Sova.
I have the spike.
Attackers down to their last man. 2 people holding B. 1 at 50 HP. 1 tag 10 HP. Omen at full HP. Will he be able to get the
30
plant
seconds
down?
left.
Push B or is he gonna
One enemy remaining.
Gets the kill on Phoenix. Down to 1v1. And 50 shot down to Omen.
Last TP by Omen was a blunder on his part, I guess. He wanted to TP into the lane, but unfortunately just TP'd in front of Phoenix. But anyways, that was an amazing round for the defenders. So the problem with buying in the second round is that you have to carry forward those guns into the third round, which is the Spectres, and fight against the Vandals, which you can get easily picked off. However, they converted the round. They have a full buy, Vandals and Operators on the defense, and an Eco on the attack. Let's see how this round goes.
Last round was the momentum deciding round because the attackers had full
Get out of
equipment
my way!
and the defenders were carrying forward their equipment from the first couple of rounds. The attackers, defenders have the better economy here with the full equipment and the full armor. Again, Jet with the ultimate gets the opening kill on Jinx, not Kyle pushing in, getting the kill on Omen. Attackers making a play for A. Will they be able to get the plant down? Yes, they do. Posting it on the right side, gets the headshot on Reflex, and Kyle with the 3K on Gambler.
Last player standing.
So why isn't able to get the
Player standing. Clutch.
And the attackers clutch it with Jet on her ultimate, getting a 4K with the Vandal.
Well, that was an amazing round for the attack. They really needed this round, and that too on an eco round. That was a really amazing round for the defense. They did lose quite a few men. They weren't able to carry forward the guns of the previous round. But again, it was an amazing round for an eco round. They're just making a statement right now that they're here to win, and they're gonna do exactly just that.
We are seeing a very, very strong buy from the attacker side with full Vandals, one Phantom, full heavy armor, and a sort of a partial buy. One person with the full buy, other people with the safety buys into next round. Who's it gonna be? The attackers trying to get their first pick. We're seeing people spread out in mid. One kill, so peeking B, and Jet trying to get a kill on E. Jet gets the opening into A. This might be the opening they needed. Attackers making their way down mid. Jet against Dr. Jinx trades Jet. And defender is locked down A. Attackers making their way into B mid and into mid. Will they be able to get? Oh, they're going to be stuck in a hard place. They get the kill on Critical. Down to a 4v3. Attackers have the advantage. Attackers have mid control. They're making a play for B. Sova has the spike. Will he be able to make Sova drop the spike? No, he will not. Attackers looking down into B. This is gonna be an B execute. Defenders have it now. They're rotating. Not Calvin with the 3K and the Phantom into the defenders with the 3K. What a play by not Cal.
Well, the attackers, they have set the momentum, they have set the pace of the game according to their strategy. They have perfect coordination and perfect execution in the rounds. And this is the momentum they needed. They just need to carry forward this momentum for the rest of the rounds, and they'll be good.
We are seeing a full buy from the attacking side. They have a very, very strong economy. The defenders have the shaky economy. They have momentum into the game. Attackers trying to look for the first pick, putting pressure down mid. Jet getting the kill on enemy. Jet outside A long. Over to the trying to control side. Jet gets the headshot, dashes into side, takes side control.
Coming back.
Will they be able to hold the side? Post streak with the trade on Jet. With the flash, trying to take side control. One Kyle or Dr. Jinx. Gambler with the spike inside side. He's trying to go B into the door. Gambler getting the plant down. Not Kyle blows his down with the Vandal. The plant's down, defenders down to the last two men. Sage has her ultimate up, Reyna has hers. Down to a 4v2. Will the defenders be able to retake this? They desperately need this run.
One enemy remaining.
Attackers are still on full buy. This might be the round the attackers desperately needed to put on the tide and gain momentum. Top fraggers dead on the attacker side. 4v1. Sage going for the save. Will Reyna be able to get the kill? And Reyna gets the finishing blow.
Recalling my
Again,
boss.
that was a really risky buy on the side of the defense. They bought one operator and I think one Vandal of Phantom, and the rest of the team had pistols, frenzies and pistols. So that was a really risky buy from the defense. Unfortunately, it did not pan out for them. But again, it was interesting to see an operator in a eco round from a team. Anyways, this round we're seeing a B coming from the attack, and we have Phoenix and Cage already set up on B. Let's see how it goes.
Phoenix and Cage is setting up on B. We are seeing a light buy from the defender side. Will they be able to hold out against 5 bandits and heavy armor? The attackers aggressively pushing their way in outside A stage. Gets snatches and he's bam at B mid. There is the nanostorm and the molly. And not Kyle gets cut down by over here. They're trying to take B control. That's the flash by Omen. They have portals, they have the side, will they be able to get the plant out? Camera gets the shot on 6, clears market,
Blocking
3
sight.
people outside CT, Omen trying to go for the market peak.
Nowhere to run!
So was ultimate into it, will he be able to tag somebody? Shot,
Blocking sight.
the Jet gets the headshot on Vedantas. Attackers have the one-man advantage, down to a 3v2, 2 ultimates up on the defender side. Will they put it
Last
up?
player
Take that
standing.
touch to claim the round. Death got to the finishing blow on as excess real.
Again, that was a really amazing round from the attack. They were in perfect coordination. They cleared out all the angles. They smoked off the choke points. They did a brilliant job at clearing sight and then holding the plant. So in this round, we're seeing a full buy from the attack, obviously, and we're seeing a partial buy from the defense. 3 people are Vandals. We're seeing a Jet. We're seeing a Judge from the Omen, and we're seeing a Sheriff on Jet. Let's see how it goes for them.
I'm calling this a forced full buy because they do not have the economy. 2 people on zero credits with light armors and 1 person going glass cannon with the Vandal. We are seeing their attackers aggressively push A. They have full Vandals, 4 Vandals and 5 armor. We get Jet with the Jet gets gunned down. First kill for the defenders. Attackers 1 man down. Will they be able to take A? They get called out. We have defenders coming back from B to A. They have the site locked down with attackers looking for a gap to push in. Down 1 man, it'll be very hard for them to take over site. Killjoy has the spike, high mid. Again, attackers looking to get that 1 pick to sort of make room for them to actually enter into site. It's very difficult with a man down to take site and aggressively push, especially when it's one of your
Coming
duelists.
back.
Attackers are rotating all the way from spawn into B. The defenders have rotated all the way. They're sort of holding a mid position between the 2 sides for the quick rotates. We have 1 Jet holding market.
Enemy down.
Omen, Sova
Standing
gets the
ahead.
kill on both streak. This might be the opening which the attackers needed. We have 3 ultimates up on both sides. 30 seconds remaining into the round. Killjoy making her way into
30
B with
seconds
spike.
left.
Sova's trying to keep the defenders engaged on A. 3 defenders on A. 1 person holding B. Will they be able to get this fight on? There's Reina with the flash. Reina pulls out her ultimate down to a 4v4. So Omen with his ultimate. Do they know? Omen is in boat house with his ultimate, but unfortunately gets head
10
blown up by
seconds
Gambit.
left.
Not Cal getting the kill on Vedantas. Down to
1 enemy
the attackers
remaining.
are able to get the plant down. Last man standing to be able to win and get gunned down by Reflex.
Standing ahead.
Just keep on gaining momentum more and more. They have a stable economy. We are expecting again a full buy from them next round. The defense is looking pretty weak.
Well, stable economy. They all have like 9k, so I think they won't be worrying about money for a few rounds.
Yeah, we are 8 rounds. This is the 9th round. They have 3 rounds, so they have the capability to actually full buy
Deep
for 3
breath.
rounds, even if they lose. So they
Right here.
have like, I would say, economic security for the next 3 rounds. Meanwhile, we're seeing an eco on a safety buy from the defender side. This is going to be an easy round for the attack. 3 rounds followed for. They have momentum. Reflex gets the headshot on Santos. Jet with the headshot on 2-3. We're seeing people fall down to a 3v2 attackers. Sage has her ultimate up. It's the eco round. Will she pull it out? We're seeing the spike being taken to B. Omen with in mid trying to keep Sage and Omen engaged. Omen with the headshot on enemy. Spikes down at B, down to a 2v2. Will Sage pull out her ultimate?
Your duty is not
And
over.
she does it with 3v2. But with the defenders have picked up the bandits of the enemy.
1 enemy remaining.
The attacking Killjoy pulls out her ultimate. Tired by the 10
Revealing
seconds
area.
into the round. This is going to be the very costly 10 seconds for the defenders.
Last player standing.
Killjoy finds it very difficult to push in. Killjoy is going for the save. This will be another round for the attackers. What do you think about the Sage revive? Like, this was their eco round. That even if they have Vandals lying around from the attackers, do you think it was a smart choice to actually use Resurrection in a eco round?
Well, the thing is, they lost the momentum after winning the third round, so they do need they do need to win rounds back, and they did have people, they did have guns, they could have easily won back that round. So it was a risky choice, but yeah, you need to use Sage's ultimate sometime, and such clutches are, well, the best time to use Sage's ultimate. Unfortunately, it did not pan out.
Alright, this is match 4 by Pandals versus the Stepbros. Stepbros won the toss, chose to attack, and they have been using that starting to lost a little bit momentum, but have been profiting off of it. There is the Sova ultimate with the kill on it as well. Attackers down, defenders down 2 man, attackers 4, defenders 3. Score is 6-3. 1 minute 20 remaining into the round. Attackers have this Killjoy has this fight towards B, but the attackers are trying to take A control. Have they been called out yet? Killjoy is still holding B, trying to peek into market and spawn, and we're seeing an A execute here by the attackers. A lot of that being thrown down range. Post streak with the kill on death got. This might be the opening they needed. Gambler is going down for the plant with answers for the peak. Sets up his smokes. Turret. Killjoy ultimate on 2 This will symbol it out for the clutch. Let's see. It's 2 versus 2. Phoenix and Killjoy versus Killjoy and Omen. And the defense pulls out her Killjoy ultimate. Gambler will fire the cubby spot to hide in. Meanwhile, Reflex might actually get trapped.
Last player
Reflex
standing.
gets gunned down. Post streak with the 3K. 1 second remaining. Post streak goes for the defuse. Critical is covering him. Body blocks him. Critical gets the kill on Gambler. And there is the round for the defense. This might be the opening the defense needed. The attack have been on momentum since the past 4-5 rounds. They have the economy. Full buy after full buy. The defense needed this opening. This was a very, very tactical ult by Killjoy.
Well, you precisely put it. This was pretty much a round that the defense definitely needed. Considering the map is the Ascent, they could not have afforded a 7-3, which could have very well become a 9-3 or a 8-4. So that would have been quite bad for the defense, but they did get the round. They have the guns, they have 1 operator, 4 Vandals and Phantoms, and the attack has a full Vandal Phantom loadout. Let's see how this round goes.
The defense won last round. They have to wait for a full back. The operator guy loses his armor. Sage trying to slow down the A push. The attackers are trying to go for an A push. They get called out. Defenders are rotating. Will they be able to push side before they rotate? Reina with the flash. They're pushing information. Vedanta with the opening kill on Kyle. Jet gets the headshot on Dr. Singh.
Enemy marked.
The door goes down. The attacker's trying to take side. Post streak with the flash in his hand. Who's gonna flash? Does he get anyone? No, he does not. 3 people looking at the same angle. It's very difficult for somebody to take a kill or a trade in. There's the Nanostorm. And the smoke by Omen. This is going to be very hard retake for them without any ultimate. Yeah, with the 4v4, Omen down 50 HP, 2 ultimates up on the attacker side. Post streak with the headshot to Kaplan. Excelsior with the shot on Jet. And with the shot on Jet. This is looking bad for the attackers. And the attackers fall. What a retake by the defenders. And goes for the defuse.
We good.
Attackers close the board, close the score inch by inch. Now at a 5v6.
Well, that is
round
what
in the
happens
half.
when you're playing retake. If the afterplant team, that is the attackers, if they peek unnecessary angles, they're gonna get picked off. And when you're in a 5v3 or a 2v4, then of course the numerical superiority of the defense will win over like the hard hold of the attack.
But it was actually a 4v4, and the attackers had their 2 of their ultimates up. Now we can see 3 ultimates on the defender side and 2 on the attackers. Let's see how this round goes. We have a full buy on each side. Stable economy on the defender side. We are seeing the first pick by Jet is on Azriel, a headshot. This might be another opening which they needed into the round. They're making a play for mid. Jet pushing in into market. Sova pushing with the spike inside. The attackers are taking mid control. Jet gets gunned down. Defense Jet gets gunned down at mid. The defense attacker trying to go for an A execute, and they get the kill on Jinx. Nobody holding at A. Are they called out? No. Have they been called out? Yes, they have been called out. Phoenix and Killjoy.
One enemy remaining.
A gets gunned down by Jet. Jet on a CK on fire this round. The attackers have the side locked down. Killjoy is still at B. She will be able to retake it, man. Might be able to get a kill or two, but it's a very hard 1v5.
Again, like in 1v5, unless your tanks are extremely confident.
Get out of my way!
Self or your enemies are like heavily tagged. It's
And we see
best
the
to...
Jet. And we see the Jet ultimate for the
Calling my
4 here.
bot.
What a play by
Switching sides.
OFWGKTA. Genuinely.
Well, again, this was a decent half. Not so favorable for the current attack. But again, they could come back from this if they have proper coordination, good executions, they clear out the angles. They might just be able to come back from this.
This is match for Vrime Pandals versus the Stepbros. The Stepbros won the toss, chose to attack. They are able to get a two round lead on the defenders, the Vrime Pandals. But will it be enough, or will it actually cost them the game? Let's see.
We're in the pistol round, and we're seeing on the defense, we're seeing a Sheriff, three classics, and a Ghost. And on the attack, we're seeing a Ghost, three classics, and one Frenzy.
This is a pretty standard buy from both the sides. Nobody hard ecoing or full buying anything. Spread out picks. Both team positioning themselves for just to get the first pick. We're seeing two people down A trying to get the first pick. Sage is inching her way in with the spike. Is this a wise decision? Both teams just looking for the first pick, holding angles. Who's gonna get an opening here? This round will decide the momentum for the next couple of rounds of the game with the equipment and the economy. Again, both teams looking to get that first pick. Reina is holding short. Will she be able to get Vedantas? Vedantas is out in the open. Some shots being put down. Vedantas takes the attack. Reina's down to 10 HP. This is an interesting matchup. Both teams at 5-5. Some people have taken some tags. Attackers trying to make a play for A. Defense hold two people holding A. So was rotating. And Killjoy is set up on B. This is going to be an interesting pick. Whoever gets the first pick gets the round. Who will it be? Sage with the spike leading the party. Might not be the wisest decision to drop the spike in front of the enemy. Phoenix backing her up. Two people pushing short. Not while holding the hard angle. Gets headshotted by Vedanta. Attackers get the first. This might be the opening they needed. That got with the trade on Vedantas. Instant trade. 4v4. With the headshot
30 seconds left.
4v3 for the defenders. Not looking good for the defenders. Dr. Jinx is getting the plant down. Down to a 4v2. Defenders playing for retake. Doors down. Killjoy breaks the door. Trying to break the door. Omen with the peek over the wall. Reflex at heart. Half HP.
Last player standing.
Aziel with the tap on Reflex's head. Gets the instant for those three. Down to a 3v1. Gambler last man standing. Ezreal holding the angle, Sage underside heaven, and we're seeing Killjoy holding far outside A. With the Kobe nano on the side, gets destroyed though.
One enemy remaining.
Will he be able to reach back, or will he be able to defuse? Gambler is defusing. Critical running back into side. It won't be enough. And
Well, Gambler took the gamble there, but unfortunately it did not pan out for them. It is good try, and I think we're gonna see even match is gonna become 7-7, and then again it can go either ways in the buy round, and that basically that will decide where this match is gonna go.
Alright, we're seeing interesting buys from the attacking side. The common psychology is that once you win a round, you want to build up that momentum, use the winning credits to get yourself into full buy. On the defense side, we're seeing eco and some safety buys. This might be a free round for the attackers if they're able to execute it correctly. Attackers looking for that B push. And attackers have their pretty standard hold, one mid, two A, and one market and one B. Attackers very silently making their way into. Phoenix is trying to go for the cheeky pick outside A long,
The round has been paused right now, actually.
My bad.
So what we're seeing here is a full Spectre loadout on the attackers, and they're all stacked around B. But KJ does have a setup on B, and I think that's going to be a bit of a problem for the attackers. KJ is a what do you call sentinel, and of course she has a good hold on side. So let's see how good how well is she gonna hold side.
I mean, it's Stepbros won the toss, chose to attack. Now they're on defense, but the attackers got that round in. They closed the 2-round gap between them from 7-5 to a 7-6. They have the better guns here, and the defenders have a very hard eco going on for them. If the attackers win, they'll be able to get a full buy. We'll see a full buy on both sides anyway. But if the attackers lose, this might be a little bit crippling for them. We're going to see a full buy next round anyway, but this should be a free round for the attackers. And the score, if I'm not wrong, should be 7-7. So Stepbros actually picked attack, but they weren't able to get much of an advantage out of it, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's true. The thing is, out of this round, the attackers just need to get a few picks over. The defense just needs to get a few picks on the attackers. They just need to cripple down the economy of the attackers a bit, and then they go into the buy round. And if they win the buy round, that is, they'll be able to carry forward their guns, and they'll force the attackers on defense. Considering Ascent is a bit defense-sided, in my opinion, the defense are in a comfortable position right now.
Like, if you analyze this map for a second, you can see that the defenders have market and mid to rotate from B to A, but if the attackers actually have to rotate, they either have to go through link, take mid control, and then push into a short, or all the way back from spawn. So I guess the number disadvantage which I was talking about earlier, like two people on E, like 2 people is holding A, 2 people are holding B, but 5 attackers are pushing in. So the man disadvantage is sort of compensated by the map design, as we can see here.
That's true, but again, that's how the game is designed. You have a numerical disadvantage, but in the defense. But again, you just have to buy time for your team to rotate and maybe get a kill or 2 in that duration. And the best part about being in defense is that you don't have to peek them; they will peek you. So again, your chances of winning that fight do increase because you know where they're coming from. They have to check like 3. If you talk about B side and the attack is coming in from B main, they have to clear the left lane. They have to clear the right cubby. They have to see market. They have to see the city. There's just so many angles for them to watch. But for the defense, they know the attack is coming from B main. So that's the advantage of being in defense. But again, that is countermanded by the disadvantages of being in defense.
To all our viewers out there, we have paused the match as due to technical issues. We'll be resuming in just a few minutes. It's the 14th round of the match for Vrime Pandals versus the Stepbros of Valorant Premier League Day 2. Our first match was between Babasir versus the Skeptics. Then we had the Boosted versus Reflex to Extreme. And then we had At Your 6 versus the Collectives. And again, this is the 4th match. The toss winner was Stepbros. They chose to attack. Defending against them were the Vrime Pandals. Stepbros were able to put a 7-6, yes. 7-5, sorry, my bad. A 2-round advantage before the switch on attack. But as this is a defender-sided map, we are expecting to expect things to go their way. But last round was won by the attackers. We are seeing a partial buy from their side. And let's see how the match unfolds.
Anyways, I can see Omen out here flexing his river knife.
Of course. Skins is equal to skill, guys. Come on.
Of course, bhai. It's an age-old phrase, bhai.
Skills मिलेंगे.
सूरज राइट से उगता है and skin equal to skills, bhai. सबको पता है.
Anyway, we're going to be starting with the match soon. It's 6-7 for the defenders. None of their ultimates are up. Partial buy on the attacking side. hard eco on the defensive side. A pretty free round for the attackers, in my opinion. Again, both the teams have spread out to get the first pick. 2 people outside B, 3 people outside A with the spike on Sage. Omen just looking at mid to get a pick or just flexing his knife. But
Again, though, in your opinion, what do you think the best knife is? Is it the glitch pop dagger? Is it the ruin dagger? Is it the?
मैं karambit बोलूँगा तो गाली देगा क्या?
Hey, to be honest, the
butterfly knife OP bhai, butterfly knife OP.
Ruin knife is a bit like the karambit, if you think about it.
What?
The ruin knife, the one I think Jet has, the defense Jet has. That's a bit like the karambit when you see the animation.
Yes, of course. I mean.
Well, I did buy an entire battle pass just because I thought it looked like the karambit.
कर लिया पैसे फ्लेक्स आपने, हो गए, ठीक है भाई, हम गरीब है, ठीक मान लिया।
800 रुपए का बैटल पास खरीद लिया भाई, अमीर हो गया मैं तो भाई।
हाँ, क्रेडिट कार्ड से खरीदना पड़ता है क्योंकि you can't fucking buy it with Paytm भाई।
PayPal से खरीदा था मैंने।
अमीर बन।
PayPal से खरीदा था मैंने।
हाँ ठीक है भाई, potato, shut up. Anyway, we shall be continuing with the match soon.
Well, during the entirety of the match, we're seeing an amazing performance from Ghost Freak with 17 kills, 9 deaths, and 0 assists. And on the defense, we're seeing an amazing performance from the Jet with 17 kills, 11 deaths, and 3 assists. Who is shortly followed by Death Gods with 14 kills, 8 deaths, and 3 assists. And again, on the attack side, we're seeing Azuriel playing with 10 kills, 11 deaths, and 4 assists. That's like a +1 KD on like most of the people in this match. They're all giving up quite a good performance.
That is true. We're seeing very good performances by both the teams. Unique gameplay by all the people. And generally, we're seeing some interesting. Sometimes people troll down. Like I remember one team going down mid with sheriffs and the crouch walking down the middle and getting a few kills. That was funny to watch. But honestly, like in the end, you can argue that why would anybody play a game? It's just to have fun and maybe win a little bit. So. We are having ping issues with one of the players, therefore we have paused the match.
Well, I don't think if you just pray to God your ping will be fixed. You have to change your net or something. Time won't fix your ping.
Bruh, Levanch, that's genuinely crazy by samosa is equal to Momo. But I'll ask you a very important question. कि आपसे पूछा किसने? Like, who asked, man? Spam kar lo chat mein. I don't give a shit. But anyway, one of our teammates is having technical issues with his ping, so we have paused the match for him. We will be right back. We're gonna take a 5-minute break, and we'll be right back with Valorant Premier League Day 2, Match 4, Vrime Pandals versus the Stepbros.
Girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done.
All right, we are
Alright,
back
alright.
into the match.
We are again both teams looking to get their first pick. The attackers get the first kill down. Defenders down a man. Attackers. We are seeing a very eco bias from the defenders side. 2 people
One
down, 3
enemy
people down on the
remaining.
defense. Defenders falling like dominoes. Last Jet standing with the classic in her hand. Attackers making a play for B. They'll be able to get the plant down before Jet gets here. This is, like I said, is a free round for the attackers. Maybe Jet can get a 4K, but 50 seconds remaining into the round.
Spike
XS will get
planted.
the spike down. Jet has to play for retake. Is she gonna save the classic? I mean, Jet can go here and poke a dent into the. She picks up the Spectre. She's picked up the Spectre. Trying to get a kill. Gets a few hits, then gets the headshot on Ghost Freak, finishing him off. That will put a dent in their economy. Will she be able to get a 2K? With doors down, as he'll puts the doors down. Jet holding outside the door, and Jet is going for the save. Trying to get that exit frag, but the attackers have rotated towards spawn. Why? Why?
Hey,
You game
no, the thing is, if you don't die, then you only get 1K. But if you die, then you get the loss bonus and all the other factors that counter in.
Okay, fair enough.
They recently patched the game to count like debuff saving, if I can say that. So if you don't die, you get 1,000. If you do die, then you get all the buffs, like basically the loss bonuses and stuff like that.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so we're seeing a full buy on both teams, Vandals and Phantoms and Spectres. 2 Spectres.
This will be an interesting round. Again, one of the momentum setting rounds. Both teams have the more attackers having the better area. Phoenix is able to get a kill down. Jet dashes into side. There's the smoke, but Escort's able to get their headshot. Phoenix gets gunned down. 2 people down on the attacking side. Spikes outside a stage with the spike. Defenders have rotated. They have been called out. 4 people proxying A.
Turret out.
Attackers looking to get a couple of picks. They can't push a site without getting a few picks in. Kills over the turret for backstab. Both again playing a bit passively. 2 people seeing outside short on catwalk. Reyna trying to take mid. This is an interesting play from Reyna. Crouch walking up the mid. Killjoy has no idea Reyna's in there. A peek might be lethal for them. Attackers sneaking their way into A. Jet and Sova holding side. Will they be able to call it out? Will they be able to take site?
30 seconds left.
Ultimates up on each side. 30 seconds left into the round. 7-7 score. Both teams attackers having the better economy, but their defense need.
One enemy remaining.
On
Spike down A.
That's another round for the defenders.
Well, that was a really good round for the defense. They just set the game. They just set the pace. They have the economy now. They have a full buy now. And we're seeing a full buy from the attack as well. We're seeing 1 operator on Vedantus, and we're seeing 2 Vandals and 2 Spectres. This is gonna be a pretty interesting round as well. Both the teams have a full buy. However, if the attack loses this round, they'll be in a pinch.
Anyway, we are seeing a very interesting push from the B side by the attackers. Attackers are
Turrets destroyed.
trying to get a few. The smoke is critical by a bit. Have the attackers been called out? They're trying to make a play for B. Full by defenders looking full on their economy. Attacking this round to gain the momentum down around. They need to get to the 10 mark.
Stay down.
There is another kill by Babasir. Defenders down 2 men. Gets 2 men down to a 3v3. Sage has her ultimate up. Will she use it? It's a 3v3. Both teams are on full buy. They need to get.
You
Sage
will
goes for
not
the revive,
kill
gets
my
the full-
allies. Get out of my way.
Also, चैट में जिन लोगों को इंग्लिश समझ नहीं आती, मैं हिंदी में नहीं कास्ट करने वाला. आप लोग भाड़ में जा सकते हो. Anyway, so we have we have the attackers trying to take mid control. We have
30 seconds
Sova
left.
at A and 2 people at B. Reina holding market. As the cat moves, this might be crucial for them to cross over into A. They have been called out. Killjoy and Reina making their way towards A. Sova trying to regroup with the group. It's a 4v3. Down disadvantage for the defenders. Defenders get a man
Spike
down.
down
Jet
A.
on her ultimate. 12 seconds into the round.
One enemy remaining.
8 seconds. Killjoy is last man standing. Sova with his ultimate. Spams it into the
One enemy remaining.
Killjoy with the 2k, but unfortunately she does not have enough time for the plant. What a play by Sova. Honestly, if he get attacked on, that would have been OP.
Well, again, the main purpose of Sova's ultimate was to deny the plant, and which he did. And after that, he just tried to hide, and that won them the round. That was some amazing gameplay we saw from Death Gods and the defense over here. And we're seeing another op from the attack with Spectres and a Vandal and a Classic. That is some interesting strategy we are seeing from the attack. And on the defense, we're seeing 1 Operator and 4 Vandals.
Revealing area.
Alright, we're seeing some interesting gameplay by the attackers. Attackers are making, again, it's a split push. They're trying to get that first pick down. 4 teams get a kill down. Not Kyle with the shots on Azrael and Critical with the headshot on Kyle. Jet gets the tap snipe on Killjoy. Attackers down a man. We have a ultimate up on the Jet side. There's the drone down mid for the information. Attackers are holding outside spawn. Anyway, we're seeing a bit passive gameplay on both the sides. Attackers need another push, need another frag to take over side. They're probably making a play for B. Sova's holding outside shot. Will he be able to get that? There's the bolt for information on B. Vedantas gets scanned. Will Deathclaw be able to take it? He gets scanned, dashes out. But Jet is able to get the shot down onto Vedantas. Attackers down to the last 2 man. It's down
Last player standing.
Spike
down B.
It's going to be a difficult take for the attackers. Defenders have 2 of their ultimates set up. Patrick, take over for a bit.
Yeah, so anyways, that was a good round for the defense. We're seeing an Operator and Vandal Phantoms on the defense, and we're seeing another force buy from the attack. We're seeing a Judge on the Jet, and we're seeing a Vandal and Phantom on the attack as well. Killjoy is gonna probably as well buy a Phantom or Vandal. We're seeing a B push from the attack, but the defense does have a solid hold on it. Killjoy has her set up. Jet is peeking that angle. Omen is on mid. Jet gets picked up by Azrael. Killjoy puts her ultimate. The defense falls back, waits for her team. She's going to put her ultimate as well.
We are seeing 2 Killjoys going up at the same time. There is an intersection between them. Attackers have the side. Any attackers they can get person detained. Will defender be able to get one? Both of them take over in mid house. They're able to get the plant down. We have 5 defenders down a man. Sova has taken a lot of damage. Reina is on a defenders down.
Joke's over!
One enemy remaining.
Haggard defenders down to the last, but it gets healed up back to full HP, down to a 3v1. Spike down for the attackers. This is the retake for Reina. She knows the position of Killjoy. She's making her way towards side.
Last player standing.
Will she be able to get the diffuse down before it goes down? Critical is holding a very tough angle. Will he be able to kill it? And he gets the 5 Will he be able to? Oh my god! Honestly, in my opinion, if I would have this is genuinely unfair on the games. Honestly, genuinely, what a play! Ace on her ultimate for the retake with almost a nanosecond remaining for the defuse.
Well, again, that's the mechanics of the game. You can't just just mess up. It was an astonishing round though. But again, like if you don't have defined parameters, then every round just goes ambiguous. So, but that was an amazing round we just saw.
Anyway, we're seeing an interesting buy. We are seeing a full buy on both sides. Economy is a bit haggard. Both teams looking to keep the momentum. The attackers are at a 2-round disadvantage. 1 minute 36 round. Attackers trying to make a play for A. They have been called out. We are seeing some rotation on the side of strikes down A. They're trying to take mid control. Omen is taking a mid down. And gets the 2K, gets 2 headshots back to back on the attackers. This is going to be crippling for the attackers. 2 ultimates up on the defender's side with the 2-round advantage. 1 minute remaining in the... Ooh, the defenders gets a crisp shot. The Jet gets a crisp shot on the Phoenix. Attackers. Okay.
1 enemy remaining.
Last man standing. Has the spike. 30 seconds remaining into the round. Has a Phantom and light armor. She's probably going to go for the safe play. The defenders are out for blood. They're trying to hunt her down. Not Kyle pushing up mid. We are seeing Omen and Sova making a crossfire outside. At the first pick. Jinx has been spotted. He's trying to double back into sight.
30 seconds left.
What is going to happen? We are seeing Sova and Omen make their way down. There is the dart for the information. Jet comes down. Defenders are out for 3 people. There's the Sage orb. Throw them down. And there is the instant trade.
Again, that was an amazing round for the attack. They have the money, they have the guns, they have a good coordination, good execution. It's going their way. The game's going completely their way. From the attack this round, we're seeing a Judge and Classics. I think they're gonna echo this round and play for the 12th round. Try and come back from there. No, we're actually seeing a safety pick from Sage as well. But it's a safety buy again. Jet is trying to get her ultimate and play for her ult next round.
We are seeing again, like Patrick said, we are seeing a heavy full buy from the defense. Defense gets the first kill into the round. Sage has her ultimate. Will she pop it up? Trying to go for the revive, trying to set that wall down. Jet is looking to get the cheeky pick on her. Sage has the spike. Will she be able to get the revive? Hard peeking with the operator. Very aggressive gameplay by the Jet. Jinx holding that angle. Classic versus operator, and the Classic wins. What a play by Dr. Jinx, and he has the operator. That is gonna put a dent in the defender's economy by a lot. Pushing on with the Classic, which go for the take off the side. Yes, she does go for the ultimate on the Ecoron, but will it be a wise decision? They get called out instantaneously. Defenders are making their way from A to B. We can see a lot of movement down mid and market. Trying to take mid control. They do not have the equipment or the guns to take on the fight with 4 Vandals and heavy armor. They have to make the play.
30 seconds
sneakily.
left.
Woman setting up smokes on mid and short. There is the Phoenix wall for the cover from mid. Attackers making their way towards A. Reyna calls it out to deep. We're seeing again rotation from the defender's side. Defenders are holding spawn. Omen peeking.
10 seconds left.
And not
charges left.
Okay. Instant headshot after headshot. What a spray. Down 1 man. Down
1 enemy remaining.
Not Kyle with the 40 chances, and Death Gods with the finishing kill on Azir. Not Kyle was on fire, and OFK GTA is just typing that people are sus in this game, because why not?
That was some amazing gameplay we saw from Reyna. Reyna realized the attacker was pushing from short. She went to A main, hit there, and then she
Match point.
did an amazing spray transfer. Got a 4 kill over there. That was what won them the round. But even from the attack, we're seeing some amazing gameplay by Ghost Freak. They're trying their best. They're trying to put up a fight. Let's see how that goes.
Somebody in chat said goes like hard carry, Baki sab noob. I mean, he kind of does have a point. We are seeing quite an even gameplay all across the board from the defender's side. Meanwhile, on the attacker side, we have Ghost Freak who's top fragging with the most kills, X Ezreal with Dr. Jinx with the picks, and Vedantas barely being able to make to the 10 kill mark. Gamster, on the other hand, is at 6 kills. But we are seeing a very even gameplay, relatively more even gameplay on.
You should run.
Side. Anyway, we're seeing the attacker Killjoy pull her ultimate up, trying to lock down B. Are they gonna make a play for B? Killjoy is pushing alone. Start the team. It is probably they get called out. The defenders are taking the bait. They're going towards B. The attackers trying to go for the long flank from the spawn and mid. It gets called out, but the defenders have suspected that it's a fake. They're rotating back for the 2-1-2 hold. Attackers making their way down A. Will it? They don't have stride. Will it be enough to stop them from going for the front? Death God with the bolt for the information. Gets the headshot on Phoenix.
Spike down A.
Shot on Azrael. Lot of ability back on A. Attackers from the last 2 men. Jet.
One enemy remaining.
5v1. Exchange last man standing on side. Cornered. And
defenders win.
There was some amazing gameplay we saw from the defense. They had a quite an even distribution there. Reyna, their Jet, they were all taking out the frags, doing what Duelist is supposed to do. Even on the attack side, we saw some good gameplay from Ghost Freak. Even X Azrael played good for a Norman. Though the rest of the teammates were a bit lacking, but generally it is because they didn't get the opportunity to get the kill, or the timings were unfortunate, or they were having a bad day. Of course, all of these factors factor in, and we'll probably see a much better game next match.
On the scoreboard, we are seeing a very interesting vision. Of course, on the winning teams, this match was between Prime Pandals and the Stepbros. The winner was Stepbros, and they chose to attack, but in the end, it did not go their way. They were forced on defense for the second half, and they lost. The Prime Vandals fought against the toss, and they took advantage, gained momentum in the second half of the game. We can see Not Kyle, OF, GKTA, and Death Gods with the 300 plus combat score, and Not Kyle with the 158 econ rating. Oh my god! And also we have a 25:13, 25:15, 22:11 KD ratio on the top 3 fraggers. The duelists, in my opinion, did their job and they did it well.
Yeah, well, of course, that's expected of duelists. You get the entire purpose of the duelist is just getting those first bloods, getting those kills in, taking the trades for your teammates. And well, they did it perfectly. It was a good match, and both the teams did their best. It was a fun match.
Alright, so this was day 2 of Valorant Premier League, hosted by Zenevia, sponsored by Ethereal Events, Digigrad, Climb Central, Prep Byte, and Dare to Compete. We had 4 matches today between Babasir versus Skeptics, The Boosted versus Reflex to Extreme, At Tier 6 versus the Collectives, and Vrime Pandals versus the Stepbros. The points table shall be announced tomorrow. This was match 4, Vrime Pandals versus the Stepbros. It was nice having you all watching this stream. You have been a great audience, except maybe a few. We'll see you all tomorrow.